Victory has defeated you.
We're live. The wheel can't
right.
reach. We ain't live.
You live? I'm looking at you with your light skin ass.
And you call that man Uncle Ruckus Part 2.
Damn.
You saying he got Vanilla Luego? That's what Uncle Ruckus said he got. Instead of being black turned to white, he was white turning black. Yeah.
You never watched the Boondocks?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
damn,
our next
bro.
watch. That's our next watch for this show, Rick. You gonna watch the Boondocks? Good though. He said he broke it, everybody.
All right. No, I didn't work. We good. Listen. All right. So listen, ladies and gentlemen, we have a new number one at the weekend box office. That will be a Minecraft movie, folks. I got to tell you. My goodness. Listen, I'm here to tell y'all everything that makes money isn't good. We all know that. You know, got blood diamonds, slave trade, stuff that made things money. This Minecraft movie was awful, but it made a lot of money. It is bad. Listen, I honestly have to say that the Minecraft movie is the worst movie that I ever saw in my life that I went to the movies to see.
But did your kids enjoy it? That's the thing. Rick.
Well, here's the thing. I took one kid, the youngest, Pudge. He loved Minecraft. Pudge was playing Minecraft since he was 4 or 5 years old, and he was trying to cap for it and say that it was a good movie. I said, Pudge, your father does a show every Monday, and sometimes Wednesdays, and on a Friday or a Saturday. I have to go back to the panel. I have to go back to the chat and say how I really felt about this movie. And I said, son, you really want to tell me that movie was good? And he said, yeah. He stood 10 toes down, as you guys say it. So that started me thinking. So Pudge and I decided that we're going to do a comic book show on Thursdays, starting this summer. You know, he can't be in school doing comic book stuff. So we're going to read comic books. It's going to be called The Rick and the Pudge. We're going to do our own show. Cheap plug. But that's what we're going to do. We're going to get him. He wants to be and go over some of these, because I ordered a crap load of comic books and Batman stuff. So we're going to go over that. But anyway, so a Minecraft movie, Microsoft IP. So that means Microsoft, you know, with all the tariffs and stuff, they seem to be the only tech company that got away with not losing any kind of substantial capital. In fact, because of the tariffs, Microsoft became the number one company in the world because Apple went down. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. But I gotta say, the Minecraft movie was the worst movie I ever saw in my life. I'm not lying to you guys. Listen, man, I've seen some bad movies.
I don't trust Ricky because
It's the worst.
Sony got two bad movies.
Let him go, Deuce.
You
Let
right,
him
you know
go.
what?
Let him
No,
go.
go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead. Say what you're gonna say.
No, you
Deuce,
can have
don't say
it.
nothing.
No, you
'Cause
right. You right.
I'm about to get his ass because
You
he
right.
talked
You right.
all that stuff. Hi ho.
Yeah.
Where's that
Well,
200
well,
million?
well. Hold
Where's
on.
that 200
Hold on.
some million, Rick? Huh?
Wait. Hold up. I don't understand. What are you talking about?
Where's that 250 some million you told us it was gonna make?
What?
Huh?
What? Minecraft?
Yeah.
It actually made 301 over the weekend. What are you talking about?
No, you said in the States it was gonna make 200 some million. That's what you said when you talking to me in Parker. Where's it at?
Let's see. Domestically, it is at 172 million.
That ain't what you said, Rick.
172. If actually all the receipts aren't in yet, 172 and 200 million.
That's
What?
the
Hold up. What the hell is the difference? You do
a big difference,
no.
Rick.
It actually is not. But anyway,
Rick, you said it was staked to make over 250 some million.
no. I said
in the States.
whoa. I said worldwide. You guys weren't listening. That's what I said.
No, wait.
Yeah,
Parker,
yeah.
wait, please, Parker, come in here.
Yeah.
Please.
As a matter of fact, you and
Please,
Parker
Parker,
said it
come
only
here.
made 50 million. Weird ass niggas. But anyway.
No. At the time, that is what it made when you.
So yeah, and that was hold on. No. First of all, I'm gonna put the article up that I put inside of the general. So to shut you the hell up, because you played yourself. Because I said it's headed for no, Rick my ass. I said it's headed for I said it's going for 260. And you guys said no, it's only at 50 million. I was like, what are y'all talking about? He was like, yo, it's only 200
In the
million.
States, it was only at 50 million when we looked.
Well, then maybe you should have waited.
Said it was done.
Then maybe no. I went to deadline. It had 260. Man.
Rick, no, it didn't.
Yes, it did.
Put the whole weekend. Rick, you said it didn't
Oh
put the whole
my God,
weekend
this
in.
nigga
That's
here.
what you said.
No, it's not.
You said, hold on, it didn't count everything.
You guys said $50 million. I said it's going for 260 worldwide. In fact, I posted the effing article in the general.
You didn't post nothing.
Yeah, I did.
Ben Parker waited. You didn't
Okay.
post anything.
All right. Hold on. I'll grab it. See, that's the difference between me. See, when you own the Discord, you can just pull up anything that was there. And I'm going to pull it up. I know what the hell I wrote. All right. Search opening. All right. And right here. Here we go. Boom, right here. I wish I could show my screen because now it's going to show it was updated from what it originally was. Because it says now, because at first it was 260 and now it's 301. So what I'm going to do here is I don't know how I pin the message. All right, I'm going to pin the message. Go into general and look at the pinned messages. Back on 4/5 at 8:27 p.m. is when I told it says 260. What was going to be. And that's what I was talking about. Because right now it says 260. But because it updated and the movie made more than they thought, it's going to say 301. Because that's the same link. And then actually I put at Objective Gamer and you were tagged in that. I said, now that's an opening.
I don't see that. I just see something.
It says now that's an opening. Go into your search and type in opening. I sent it at 8:27 at night. And it says at Objective, at Ty, now that's an opening, and it was 260. That's where I got that from.
Rick, we wasn't even in here at 9-something at night.
No!
So how the hell you posted that late?
Because I went to Deadline. Deadline tells you what it's tracking at. It does.
Yeah, but you said you posted at 9 at night. We was arguing.
Yeah, and that was my hold on. That was Saturday fucking night. By Sunday morning, hold on, let me finish. By Sunday morning, I came in here and said, the movie's doing 260 worldwide. You and Parker said that it was only $50 million. I said, what are y'all talking about? And then 4 hours later, when I was in church, that crippled son of a gun posted it doing 301 million.
Ricky, did you just listen to what you just said?
What?
We was talking about in the States.
No, we were not. I was talking worldwide.
Me and Parker, you lying. Me and
No.
Parker told you that the movie only did 50 million. You said,
fuck that nigga. Gotta tell me what the hell I said. Don't tell me what the hell I said. Don't tell me that.
Nah, Rick,
we was talking worldwide. No, I'm not unmuting shit.
Unmute that man.
No.
Unmute that man, Rick.
No.
Unmute that man, yo.
Because I wasn't talking about the state. I don't care. You're not gonna lie on me.
Unmute that man, Rick. He got just as much right.
Yeah, he got just as much right, but he gotta tell the truth. I just said in the States. I said worldwide. You know what? You know what? You know what?
Me and Parker said.
No, I don't care what you and Parker said. I said worldwide.
They track all the numbers, Rick.
Okay, whatever, bro. Whatever. You know what? Yeah, you finish the show. You finish the show. Yeah, you got it. You finish the show. Fuck y'all niggas.
Lord, we literally said
no, you didn't. You didn't say shit. You didn't say shit.
You literally told
no.
Us, oh, well, you gotta wait.
Nah, you got it. Nah, you got it, bro. You got it.
It's not doing too good. Rick is only at 50-some million.
No, fucking no. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to. No, because you know what the problem is, Tyrell? You don't fucking listen. You always do that shit. You take part of what the fuck I say, and you don't take it all. No, you don't listen. You don't listen. You don't listen. You take bits and pieces of what I say, and then you try to make. You don't fucking listen. No, we weren't. No, we weren't. We were all talking about worldwide. What are you talking about? Okay, bro. All right. Yeah, okay, whatever.
You was talking about worldwide because you changed the.
We all talked about worldwide. Man, whatever, bro. You got a problem with fucking listening. You got a problem. You got a problem with listening. You always pull this bullshit. You don't listen. All the time. You listen to half of the shit. No, you're full of shit.
You do it with Big Money. You do it with Deuce Deuce. You do it with everybody you argue with.
No, you guys don't fucking listen.
How you argue?
That's the problem. Y'all don't listen. You cut people off. You don't let nobody finish, and then you take a part. Then you take the part of the. Look, right now, again, I'm talking. You're over talking me. You always interrupt. Y'all don't let nobody finish. You don't. And then that's why when you interrupt people, they don't get to finish. They don't get to put the period on it. And you look like an asshole because you didn't let me finish. Nobody fucking said anything about the States. I said worldwide because I posted the goddamn article.
You're right.
I posted the article. What are you talking about?
All right, fellas, let's get back to the show. Ty That Woman said, let's steer the ship. So shout out to Ty That Woman. Shout out to Max.
They steer shit.
Shout out to Big Stout. Shout out to King Reaper. I think that's everybody in the chat. Oh, what's up, Island Gaming with Jay? I'm gonna come through and hit a dislike on your channel. Shout out to the chat.
Big Star say he can't hear us.
No, that was earlier.
No, that was earlier.
That was way earlier.
Okay. All right, so finish up the box office, big bro.
No, I don't want to. Somebody else do something next.
This nigga, yo. Levon, stay the shit.
No, finish the shit. You guys are gonna fucking lie. You're gonna keep cutting me the fuck off, and then you take into what I say. And fucking retarded ass Parker and retarded ass Ty don't fucking listen. Why the fuck would I post something that says worldwide and talk about domestic? What fucking sense does that make? I don't understand that. What are y'all talking about? Man, you gotta stop making shit up. The problem is you don't let people finish what they're saying. This is a problem we all have. Nobody let somebody finish. They cut somebody off. So what they say, well, you said this. How the fuck would you know if you're over talking the guy or you're interrupting him? You wouldn't know what he said. Nobody say no goddamn domestic. You guys told me $50 million. I told you $260 million.
Oh my God.
Man, yeah.
You done?
No,
you can talk.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, go ahead. You can talk. Yeah, go ahead. And I will not interrupt you. Go ahead.
Okay, that wasn't our argument. That's all I'm gonna say. And you can go, Levon.
All right. So
well, that was the argument, and now you can go, Levon.
All right, so let's talk about I guess Banshee, season 2, episode 4.
I don't.
Did any of you guys watch it, or
I don't even remember. What?
Well, who wants to discuss their thoughts first?
Somebody else.
Hey, go on. You're first. That's Daredevil. That's
Hold
okay.
on. Well, I gotta find a picture.
Bitch.
Yeah, I gotta find a fucking picture of it because I forgot all about it.
Levon, you go first.
Well, Levon, let's finish talking about Minecraft since that has something to do with the box office. Because it says
Okay.
so it says Minecraft Ricky impression.
Ricky Brown.
Yeah. The movie was trash. It was the worst movie I ever paid money to see.
So without spoilers, was it the story? Was it the graphics? What was it that was
All of the above. All of the above.
No, you can't. That's not
Okay,
that's,
all right. Well, for one, a guy that's supposed to be liked by many women in the world is doing weird things with other men.
Okay.
I'll just put it that way. That's
Okay.
number one.
And Rick defense, he ain't lying. I saw the same thing.
Bro, they talking about
I
grab
do
my.
agree.
He said because you gotta grab his man.
Wait, they said that in a movie? Oh man, I was gonna take my son to see that movie, and he's 6 years old.
Yeah, well, I would. This movie seems like it's more for like preteens or teens.
Thank you for saying that, brother. You just
Yeah,
saved
I
me some
don't,
tickets.
I don't,
Thank you.
I don't think like a little kid. Like, first of all, it has nothing to do with the game. The only thing it had to do with the game is that they mentioned some cube. I did see the cube in the game. They would have been better off making a Minecraft Dungeons movie, because that kind of had a plot. If anybody's ever played Minecraft, there is no plot. You just build stuff, and then at night, some monsters come. There's no plot. Let me try to explain the plot in the movie without spoiling it. So apparently, Jack Black is Steve. Steve is obviously a fit kind of guy, and this guy is not.
Yep.
He finds a cube. The cube leads him to the Minecraft world. Everything's like a box or whatever. He has a dog that he trains. You can train like a wolf in the game with the bone and stuff. That they had in there. Like you can train a dog or a wolf. And I'll be honest with you. He gets captured many, many years later. Somebody finds a cube. They end up going into that world, and like a witch wants it, and she made a deal with him to get the cube back, and it just takes a change for it's just awful. It is the worst movie I've ever. You know how we made fun of that Superman movie and said that the plot is bad and all of this and that? Remember when we looked at it and we said, yo, if this is the plot, then this movie might be trouble.
Yeah.
Put it this way. That Superman plot would have been a Oscar movie compared to what this is. And I ain't gonna cap. This movie, it was a bad movie. It was a whole matter of fact, let's not just talk about it, let's be about it. Let's see what the Rotten Tomato scores were on this movie.
Was it worse than Madam Web and Morbius and Craven?
Madam Web is like Endgame compared to this.
For what I say for what I saw, and they put on there Deuce. They said that movie so dang terrible. They said, man, they was talking about stuff.
It's bad. It's bad as hell.
Stuff ain't meant for kids.
Yeah.
Bro,
Thank y'all for telling me.
All right, just wait for it to come on, Max. All right.
No, I will not.
All right, so as you look at now, here's where again, I told you it's for preteens, right? Or teens. 88% audience score. How? 88?
Now remember, it's for the kids, Rick. The kids.
But Ty, look at that. Look at that Rotten Tomato score. Look at that thing. 48%. Listen, now again, when I say that it's the worst movie that I ever paid money to see, I say that because that's fresh in my mind. I don't remember back. I saw that movie with Jamie Foxx and Tom Cruise. I thought that was bad. What was it called? Collateral or something like that. I saw a movie with Samuel L. Jackson and Ben Affleck. I thought that was the worst movie I ever seen. One of them, but I have to say, currently, remember, guys, I'm in my 40s now. I can't remember I've gone to the movies thousands of times, but I can say, fresh on my mind right now, that this Minecraft movie is the worst movie I ever saw. I can't think of anything worse.
Well, if you look, if you put it in between, wouldn't it be like a 68, 70 if you divide it by two?
Well, here's the thing here. With the popcorn meter, me, I always tell Deuce, I said, look, if it's drastically off from what the critics say, that there's something wrong here. And the problem is, or you don't have to call it a problem, is all of those people that said 88%, they're fans of the video game. See what I'm saying? Like, so here is where the popcorn meter, it's not going to work. We can't justify it because it's a bad movie. And as you can see, 48%. Now here's the problem. Only 130, not say only, but 139 critics said it was the shits. But then you had over 5,000 people that actually saw it said that it's good. I guarantee you, nobody's going to see this movie unless they're a Minecraft fan anyway. You're not going to just go into your Cinemark app and say, oh, look, a Minecraft movie, so let's go see it. Mm-hmm. You're not going to do that. You're going to do that because you probably got kids or you actually played the game. And those are the people that 88% like it. Now, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to keep it a bean. If only 88% of your fan base liked the movie, I'm not saying that's bad, but I would expect it to be, it was at one time like 96, but it went down. It was like, I do remember it being like a 96 and then a popcorn meter. And I was like, are you kidding me? How the hell is that even possible? Bro, I can't name what one bad thing. I mean, it is very, very bad. I'm not telling y'all not to go see it, but I'm just telling you, it wasn't for me. It really wasn't for me. Like, I think Madam Web is better. I think Morbius is better. I think, now as far as video game adaptions, wow, I don't know what's worse, this Minecraft movie or that first Mario Brothers movie. Man.
Damn.
Yeah, that's tough.
A lot.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's tough.
Oh.
Yeah,
Wow.
y'all remember that first Mario movie, right? Where they had to use like the stilts to jump. Yeah,
the one in the 90s.
Yes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hold on. Let's pull that up.
I'm not gonna lie, that movie, even though it wasn't good, it holds a special place in my heart because that was the first time me, my brother, and my father went to see a movie. As three guys in the house, so it was just like I always remember that shit.
I mean, now when you look at the audience score, 88%, and then what it actually did at the box office.
Oh my god! Now look, I guess the Mario movie is.
Don't show that. You might take that
oh my god! So this is bad. Like, bro, you know what? That's why I said let's talk about video game adaptions. It's these two. One of these two are the worst. Now,
take that one. I'm sorry.
Look, the fans said no, thank you. Look, dude, this is where the tomato meter and the popcorn meter are the same. 29 and 30. What did it make for money?
Yeah, I remember that way back in the day, man.
What did it make for money? Hold on, let's see here. Movie info. The budget was $20 million. No, it only made $20 million at the box office. What?
But I mean, that wasn't. Wait, that's from two. No, that ain't. That's DVD.
Yeah, that's DVD. Oh, bro.
It's 20 million. It's 20 million. That's when, like in the 90s, though. So that was bad back then.
Well, 20 million would be like 60 million today, I think. Let's see, 20 million.
Just look up the budget. Yeah, just look up the budget.
Okay.
Man.
Yeah, it's got, bro. The sad thing about it is, the Mario Brothers movie did get not a sequel, but like a reboot. You know, so I guess, I mean, it's Nintendo. They're a strong brand. I mean, they're gonna get another movie. But that Super Mario Brothers movie, let's see, bro, it's so bad they're trying to hide it. I can't find anything on it. Hold on.
I don't think it should be that high.
Wait, I found it. 1993. Oh Lord, the budget was $48 million and it made $20 million.
Oh yeah.
Bro, here's the crazy 48 million. So now, man, I'm glad y'all said this because now we're about to open a big ass can of worms. So now we want to know is what is 48 million in 1993 worth today? All right, so calculators, 48 million So let's see. Let's calculate it. It'll be $1 billion.
Damn.
It'll be $1 billion in 48. Oh, that's 400. Hold on. 48.
That's a lot of
Hold up.
goddamn money.
Yeah. Let's see. It is converted amount 48 million is it's it'll be $105 million today. $105 million. 105. Let me make sure. Yeah, 105,523,000. I'm gonna put it on the screen so y'all can see here. All right, so this is what it'll be today. 105 million bucks. You guys see that? So that's what that'll be.
That would do. Yeah.
$105 million today. So you take 105 million. That's what.
20 something million would be like 60 million. You said today.
Let's see.
I mean, it should be more than. Would it be? Yeah,
cut in half. Yeah, so if you cut 48 million in half,
so
that's
20,
like 50 something.
43. So it would have made 40. So it would have lost 60 million bucks today.
Damn.
60 million. Here's where I'm confused with that movie. It got no love in Japan.
Yeah, Rick, that thing should have gotten love nowhere. Not the garbage can.
Oh, it was bad. It was one of the worst movies I ever saw. But I remember my mother took us to see it. Man, she thought, Jesus. So all right, so apparently they don't even have the international. I don't think it released internationally. That's
no,
what
they didn't. Probably
yeah,
not. It was just
yeah.
domestic. So
look at look. Well, now what's this here? See, look at this here, Parker. See that domestic it made 20,900,000 and something, but look, it's a little bit more. You're missing about 12 million. So I don't know. Yeah. Yep. Maybe it's DVDs.
So.
Yep, that's probably DVD.
Worldwide. Yeah, so it ain't really do really well.
Even with the DVDs, they don't nobody buy that.
Oh, it was Australia though. The re-release in Australia. That's where I got the extra money from.
Okay, man. So yep, it did. Yep. There it is. Because it got released. It got re-released in 2020. Who would re-release this in 2021? Wow.
Damn.
That. Now think about this.
No.
After Mario Brothers, right in '93, when was the last video game adaptation movie? Maybe this killed the market of making another video game movie because it was so bad. Double Dragon. Oh, let's
Dragon had to have one. Remember?
Oh, let's look at that. Oh man.
What about the original Street Fighter with Jean-Claude Van Damme?
I think that did pretty good because of Jean-Claude. But let's go with Double Dragon. Let's see what Double Dragon did. 94. He's right. Came out right at. They didn't learn their lesson? Oh my God!
They ain't do nothing at all.
The
hell?
Yo! What the? Oh my God! Oh my.
You, Rick. I like the Double Dragon. I don't care that.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Yo!
Look at the tomato score. What the Rotten Tomatoes say?
Hold on.
Oh man!
Oh.
Nobody really gonna watch it like that. Like,
wow!
Was that like just straight to home? That actually was in the theaters though, but the number seems too low, right? You really look at it.
Well, let's see. Domestically released in '94, open to $1 million and change. And then, oh my God!
And it made
what was the budget though? What was the budget for that movie though?
I'm trying to find out right now. I mean, the freaking studios are probably trying to bury it.
I think it's low because the movie was like real low budget with the fighting and stuff. So
Okay, so now Wikipedia is saying that the budget was $7.8 million, and that it made $4.2 million. But they're putting estimated, so they don't really know. It's a question mark. All right, So now, what was the next video game movie after this? Because now it's getting worse and worse. Because it's getting worse and worse now. You're talking a year later. Well, but how far of a year was it though? So that came out in November '94. Mario Brothers is in '93. So this is the year, the end of the year. So let's see, Street Fighter. Now,
I don't know when that came out.
They had a Street Fighter animated movie. Oh my God, Street Fighter was 11% on Rotten Tomatoes. All right,
no, it should be a live action one.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. So Street Fighter live action. Yeah, they had both. They had an animated one. Street Fighter's a little better. Again, because John Claude Van Damme.
It's still showing Double Dragon.
Hold on. So Street Fighter, 99 million worldwide.
Damn, 99 million.
Not bad. Guess what?
Oh, I did go.
Guess what?
Yeah,
the budget was 35 million. So this movie was considered successful. And that came out actually in 94. So Double Dragon, this came out like a month after Double Dragon.
That's probably why I did poor.
Yeah, maybe motherfuckers thought Double Dragon was Street Fighter. Street Fighter was Double Dragon. Wow. Man.
But Street Fighter was pretty popular though. So
yeah.
I don't think Double Dragon was nowhere as popular as Street Fighter though.
No, but it was very, very popular in the arcade. Like, because it was co-op.
Street Fighter was way more popular than Double Dragon arcades though. Way more.
That's when Street Fighter Turbo 2 came out, right? Somewhere around that time, right?
Yeah, Street Fighter was very
93.
Yeah,
So all right. So list of films based on video games. We have the Super Mario Brothers movie that we talked about. That was in '93. Wait, is this the right one? Yeah, they're saying that.
Oh, what about the Mortal Kombat movie? The Mortal Kombat movie. I forgot about that.
Max City talk about Eternals underrated. Mark, sit your ass down.
All right, so hold on a second. So we had
I put that too. Mortal Kombat. I just thought about that. Mortal Kombat was the new Mortal Kombat. Yeah.
All right, so this is they have it. So we have. So let's look at them in order here. You're right. Let me put it on the screen. This is from Wikipedia. Super Mario Brothers was the first arcade movie. Flop. Double Dragon. Flop. Street Fighter.
Flop.
Street Fighter. Successful. Mortal Kombat. I remember this one when they killed Ermac. They broke his neck or something. Oh, it was brutal.
No, that's Annihilation. Ermac died, not Mortal Kombat.
You sure?
Yeah, Mortal Kombat. Ermac wasn't in the first one.
Okay, all right, okay. But they broke his neck, and that was just terrible. All right, so that was 90.
How much that first Mortal Kombat was?
The first Mortal Kombat cost $20 million to make, and it made 122. All right, so we got a green one here. Ding. So Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat. Not coincidental that they're freaking fighter movies, like fighting game movies. So that's why they probably did good. Now, it's Mortal Kombat.
Annihilation did terrible.
Yeah, it cost $30 million and it made 50. Levon, what are you jacking your lap over there? What's going on over there?
It's Levon Casey here with another YouTube short.
Yeah, that sounds like an OnlyFans short that he's making there. I don't know what's going on here. It does. So all right. So Mortal Kombat. Max City is here. What's good, brother? Jesus. All right. So Mortal Kombat Annihilation was a flop. What is this Wing Commander? That's off a video game.
That's that airplane game.
Okay.
That's the airplane.
All right. So that cost $27 million and it made $11 million. Flop.
Yeah.
Tomb Raider. Oh, I know this had to be successful.
Tomb Raider. Look at that number already. You ain't even got it. Ain't no.
Whoa! But she didn't do 3 times her budget. But she's not a flop. She's not a flop though. She made 115 and she made 274. Almost. Yeah, she got a little. But didn't she make another one? Now, this Resident Evil movie has to be profit. They keep making them. All right, so we'll go Resident Evil in 2002.
I know that. I think
Yep.
that's a flop. I don't think it
No.
made it
33 million made 103. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, it did by freaking by formula. I mean, now the new Lara Croft movie here, isn't this the
Cradle.
Angelina's back on this one. And
Yeah,
this
I think she did like 2 movies.
Oh yeah,
I don't think she did 3.
this didn't do too good. This one was Ty said she didn't watch the first one. So it cost 95 million to make and it made 160. It's not a bust, but it's not as profitable as you would want it to be. So it looks like the Tomb Raider franchise struggled at the movies a little bit. Then you got House of Dead, and that was a game by Sega, wasn't it? And
they had a movie?
Yeah, it cost 12.
They had a game? A movie.
12. So that was 12 million. It only made 13. Jesus. All right, so we got another flop here. So Resident Evil, so House of Dead's a flop. So Resident Evil Apocalypse. What do we got here? We got 45 million. Woo, man. That's why they keep making these goddamn Resident Evil movies. They are, bro. So look at this. The Rotten Tomato score is 18%. And they're still making. Sony did that. Well, Sony did all of them. Now,
I watched all the movies. I didn't care how bad they was.
Now, Alone in the Dark. The budget was 20 million, and the box office 12.7. Wow. Yeah. Oof.
You made that the budget.
Flop. Now, Doom. This is the one with The Rock. Oh, please be this had to be a flop. They didn't want to do it again. So Doom, $70 million, 60 to 70, only made 58 million. So either way, it's a flop with the estimation. It's a flop. That was like The Rock's first he was the villain. He was initially hired to be. Onyx is here. The Rock was originally hired in the Doom movie to be the hero, but then he said he wanted to be the heel at the end. Now Blood Rain, I liked Blood Rain. Like that was a good game. This looks like a problem. 25 million. Holy crap! 25 million to make. It made 3.7. People lost jobs over this. Oh my god. Let's see what it says when they talk about the box office. Budget. Oh my god.
4%.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus.
Wow.
Oh man.
Wow. This film was nominated for 6 Golden Raspberry Awards. You know what that means? The Raspberries are like bad. It won for worst picture, worst director, worst ensemble. Oh my god. Yo. Sequels. A sequel, Blood Rain 2. It was released in 2007. Hold on. Wait a minute. You mean to tell me that this damn thing lost all that money and they made a sequel to this? It can't be. Let's see what this Silent Hill I didn't like. I went to the movies to go see this.
Let's see what that. What
It's profitable. Made double.
Okay, yeah.
Made double. All right, we'll give you that. You know. Now, Dead or Alive, is this a fighting game? Now, these are supposed to make money. And I'm telling you right now, it don't look like it. It don't look like it. All right, this movie cost $30 million to make. Made $7 million. Oh, my God. That's how you get killed.
They didn't show enough heavies, Rick.
Oh, this is it. Wow, Universal Pictures died on that sword. Yeah, you got to show heavies because the game had heavies that jiggled.
Heavies all over the place.
All over.
Black Test playing these parts.
Yeah.
It's true. Dead or Alive is nothing about neck, but naked women.
Yeah, they did
and
good.
You don't have no naked people fighting you. You not gonna sell it.
Another successful Resident Evil movie. 45 million to make, 147 million bought to the box office. Man, Resident Evil's on fire, bro. Postal.
Which one was that one?
That was Extinction. That was in 2007.
Oh, Postal, that's based on a PC game.
Postal, yeah. Postal
It look like it's gonna get a good. I don't know, man.
Oh my God! 15 million to make. It only made.
Actually, did.
Well, it only made 147,000 freaking dollars.
Yeah. Oh.
Wow!
146 million.
No, bro, that's 146. Look at that, 146,000.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, god damn.
Wow.
You could have got 146 million off of 15 million budget.
Now, Hitman had to be successful. It cost 24 million. Yeah, they made 101.
Yeah.
All right. Shout out to Hitman. Hitman's a W, baby. Hitman. Yep. So Mac City's liking the Hitman. All right. Now, what is this? In the name of the king of a dungeon. Now, see, this is one of those games that nobody's ever played before. This is Dungeon Siege Tale. It cost $60 million. Bro, who greenlit that? Hold up. Who was the actor in here? Jason Statham.
Jason Statham. I'm gonna say
Ron Perlman.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, bro. Hell, this is Ray Liotta. No wonder why y'all lost your lunch. $60 million to make this movie. It made $13 million. My God. Max said, I guess Max saw it. He said mid. Far Cry. Far Cry made a movie? Uh-oh. Yep. Oh, we might be in trouble here. $30 million budget. Wow! Wow, bro. This is why people they don't gamble. These video games, bro, I thought that when you made movies like comic books and it was a risk, I think there's more losses in video game movies. It has to be. Bro, from what we're watching, are you kidding me? You're talking millions of dollars and some of them only making $100,000. Max Payne.
Max Payne.
This is with Marky Mark. Yeah. Oh. 35 minutes. Oh, he barely made it. He did all right. He did all right. He did all right. Yeah, he made
70 million. So he made.
He made more than double. More than double. Oh my God! All right, so this Street Fighter movie, Legend of Chun-Li. I know this didn't do that. Oh my God, $50 million, and it made 12.8. Dang, who?
I ain't even never heard of that movie.
I heard of the animated one. Oh, this is the girl from Smallville. She must be Chun-Li. Wasn't she part of that whole sex ring? Remember all those people from Smallville? She had like some kind of sex ring going on there. Yeah, I did. I did watch Max Payne, Max City. I did. So Tekken, 2009, $30 million. Why all these movies are like $30 million bucks, bro? $1.6 million. It was distributed by Anchor Bay. Wow. Yeah, it's cost some people their jobs as well. Wow.
It don't even look good.
Now, Prince of Persia, this might be in trouble. It cost $200 million, but it made $336. I mean, more people went to see it than not. You know.
Well, it's between 150 to 2, so it might have.
Yeah, because you could write off the tax of the 150. So I'm gonna call that a W. I'm gonna call it Prince of Persia. Now here goes another Resident Evil. His back-to-back ones. You have Afterlife, which probably the biggest one.
300 million.
So yeah, 300 million.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That did great.
Yeah. Awesome, like, bro. That'll get you a sequel. Look at that. Retribution. 65, 240. Bro, I wonder why Vaughn liked this damn Resident Evil so much. But as much as
that's my favorite game, I watched all the movies.
Now, as much as I laughed at Silent Hill, they got a sequel. It cost $20 million, but look at this, made $55.9 million.
Almost 3 times.
Yeah. So I don't even remember this. I don't even remember this. Wow. Okay. Hey, so Silent Hill. How about that? They came back from the dead. Now, Need for Speed. Now, I don't think this. I mean, it's cars. It cost $66 million. Made $203. So yeah, it won. Wow.
It probably did really good overseas though. Those cars.
Remember, that was a popular game though. That was a real popular.
That was what Horizon is now. That like took over. Like Horizon. The Forza Horizon kind of took over what Need for Speed used to be. Remember, like the first one I had was for 3DO. You drive it. He said people was pissed they had a white man playing the Prince of Persia, but the movie was fire. Man, so look, Need for Speed made money. Now let's see this Hitman Agent 47. All right, what's going on here? 35 million made 82, kind of like the first one did. So, all right, so Agent 47, people still know the Warcraft. Now, I heard that this was a flop as far as rating, 29%, but it cost 160 and it made 4. Bro, that's a win. That's a win. 160, and then you go 160, and you go 3 times that. I think it hit. It's almost right there. It's at 439. It'd be almost 5. So it's at 439. That's successful. Well, I'm surprised they didn't make a sequel.
All right, I posted on Discord. That's the Thunderbolts popcorn bucket, I believe, right there.
Oh! I see it now. Boss Logic. It's probably only at AMC. They make the best popcorn bucket. They get the best one. Cinemark doesn't get nothing.
Oh yeah, that look like a cool one too, though, right? Design, yeah.
All right, so Assassin's Creed, 125, 140, yeah, almost double. Resident Evil, the final chapter. It cost 40 million, made 312. Wow. Tomb Raider, they're trying again. Oh, so this is a new one where they didn't get Angelina, they got this other girl. No heavies, but it was 106 million, but it made 275. I guess that's successful. I mean, you'll take
I
it.
didn't even know they made this game. I didn't even know about this.
Yeah, it did pretty well.
Rampage with The Rock, I know that did big. Cost 140 to make 428. That's a W. That's a W. That's where you had that monkey. George!
Hey, Rick.
Yes, sir.
I know this ain't movie related, but Last of Us got renewed for season 3. So
now do we know if are they killing off Joel in this one?
It just says it got renewed for season 3. I put that in links and articles.
Days before this second season starts.
All right, so I'm not gonna sit here and do every movie, but we can see what the flops were. Monster Hunter had a movie?
Yep. Now you see the number on there. So
it flopped. 60 million to make, made 47. Jeez. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God. Now they had a Resident Evil. Welcome to what's the name? This has to be like a direct to freaking video. It has to be.
Oh, sorry, Uncharted up on it. I don't know what the Uncharted budget was.
So the film goes 42 million worldwide. Uncharted, I think, it made like 4 and change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was his budget though?
120. That's a W.
Okay.
Yeah. So you could get 360. Did more than that. They're supposed to be making a sequel. Sonic the Hedgehog 2. What did he do? 4 and change. Five Nights at Freddy.
Yeah.
I got to give Five Nights. Now, I think Five Nights at Freddy is a sleeper here, and I'll tell you why. Five Nights at Freddy, it only cost $20 million to make, and it made $297 million. And let me tell you something. Remember, Five Nights at Freddy released on Paramount Plus the same time it released in the theater. So it was on a subscription service, a la a Starfield. When Starfield was on a subscription service, but it was still number 1 in the MPD, Five Nights at Freddy was still number 1 that weekend.
Oh yeah, it was about 23. Okay.
Yeah. So Five Nights at Freddy, they should be getting a sequel. I'm surprised, bro. Were you $20 million and you made that much? Let's see. See, it was simultaneously released on Peacock in the United States and Universal. Yeah, but it was still number 1. Five Nights at Freddy was released on digital platform, Blu-ray, 4K.
It's a horror-based film, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You ain't never saw the game before?
No, I see a little picture of the game, right? But I never really played it.
Pudge likes that. All right, so Borderlands. Listen, we already know.
No, you don't even have to go there.
My God, 120 made $33 million.
Yeah, it was Kevin Hart.
Even Kevin Hart can't save that. Sonic 3. This is Deuce's movie here. 120, 491. That's good. That's triple. And a Minecraft movie where we're at now. 150, 336 right now, but they're saying that it should be over 400 by the end of the day. Or whatever.
So when I looked at the critic score and the audience score, I said a large majority that went to see the movie enjoyed it.
They did?
Yeah,
Okay.
and it showed the fruit with you see with the money why also, right? So that way, okay, that you can say that audience score you can say is legit because we seen the numbers that it put up.
All right,
For- for the
just
wallet.
to interrupt you for one thing here. Days Gone and Death Stranding have a movie coming out. Like, do you even now? Here's why I'm shocked. Death Stranding's even getting a movie. They use real actors in there. Wouldn't they just reprise their roles from the video game? I mean, I don't see it.
I think Days Gone has a really good chance of being successful because it could be like a low budget type of horror type of thing. So it doesn't be super high budget though.
They
And
got
Days Gone, it depends. It could be more of a high budget film. I mean, Death Stranding.
Now Ghost of Tsushima's getting a movie. Helldivers is getting a movie. Horizon Zero Dawn's getting a movie.
Mm-hmm.
They say Pac-Man's getting a movie. Come on, dude. What are we doing here? Come on. House of the Dead. Vampire. I remember this Final Fantasy movie. I had this. It was all like CGI animated shit.
Yeah.
Look at the budget though. 137 to make, only made 85 million.
Damn.
Yeah, it was a flop. It was a flop. Dexy said Death Stranded doesn't need a movie, nor does Days Gone.
What you mean? I think Days Gone do good as a movie though. I think that would do good.
I think so too. I think if the Days Gone movie does well, they'll bring out part 2 for the game.
Only reason why I won't get a TV show because they got The Last of Us. That's probably.
Bro, listen. I know you guys all laughed me out of the building. I thought they should make them like intertwine with each other. Like, bro, have my man Deacon show up on a motorcycle and be like, "Yo, man, these things are freakers." Like, what are you talking about? These are walkers. These are zombies. Like, oh, these are freakers. But I think you can't call them zombies because I think that word is trademarked. So that's why.
Yes, it is. It is trademarked.
Yeah, I think that's why. Because you hear people call them walker. And think about it. Walking Dead, they never said the word zombie, ever. And in Days Gone, they call them freakers. What do they call them in Last of Us?
Infected.
Okay. Damn, I would love to know. That is a smart brother boy that trademarked that damn zombie word. This nigga here. All right.
Man, if no one can use it, you can't make no money off of it, right?
Well, they can, but they have to be. Yeah, but anything. But think about it. Any title, any song title, any movie title that has the word zombie in it, you got to pay them or ask permission.
So you mean Rob Zombie got to pay him money too?
Oh, I would not if he legally changed his name to Rob Zombie.
Oh.
Or you can also.
Where we going, Levon?
Yeah, we're going to what's the name? What do you call it? The one with the show with the show with the heavy. The show with the heavies, Banshee. That's what we're going.
Banshee, yeah, Banshee.
You guys watch this?
Yeah,
I did.
All right, now
who wants to go first?
I guess I could go first because I watched it earlier today. This was the episode where they found out who the killer was of the. Oh God, I don't want to ruffle any feathers. How do I say this? The girl, the Native American girl.
The one. Oh, and he was a big mother.
Yeah,
bro.
Banshee was in his kitchen and he saw his leg. He's like, "Oh, your leg is hurt." He's like, "Yeah, a horse kicked me back in the day." And he was like, "Yo, so why is it bleeding?"
And because he was the big nigga with the hoodie that was shooting at him or he cut him or something in the woods, and the girl too. Whoa! No!
And then
thanks, Mac City.
Oh, you got to shoot some.
Sony is a microwave. They don't do anything original. They just copy and paste. Thanks for the $5.
Big facts, Mac. I thought that Deuce and Parker would give pushback. Man, these ponies are dead, bro. Damn.
Oh, look, Mac City, he's a bot.
That's that man's opinion. I ain't gonna fight that man.
Yeah, let him have that opinion, right?
Wow.
Wow. Album.
Bro, listen, I never thought I'd see the day when the ponies tap. Wow, Mac, they don't want to fight back no more. Mac, they got no first party games. They don't want to fight. They don't want to fight.
Yeah.
We appreciate it, Mac.
All right, so what was your thoughts on Banshee?
Well, listen, I told you before, these episodes are no lower than an 8. Okay, it's the last season when you guys get there that we're gonna have some
This
problems.
episode was gruesome. I'm sorry. I know he's rambling right now, but this episode was gruesome. From the corkscrew under the chin to
He didn't die though. He didn't die.
to pulling the tape. I didn't say that.
No, I'm just saying, Proctor's he's a butcher, so he knows what it.
He pulled 7 teeth from homie's mouth, and then he got he got tomahawked in the jail cell. Like, I'm like, God damn. And then they the big dude that was in the back of the car paused, kicked the protective barrier and had the car flip. I'm like, God damn, it's an action-packed episode. So yeah, it's a solid episode. Another 8.5 for me.
For me, it's an 8. It's an 8. We got to see Jason Hood.
Oh yeah, he got to see some cheeks. Yeah.
Yeah, he was. We got to see Chayton a little bit too.
Well, wasn't that Rebecca? Like, she let everybody hit it, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, she was in a dark place.
Bro, she let her uncle hit it.
Gave it a 9.
Bro, no, I gave it an 8. I give it an 8. She let Rebecca lets everybody get them freaking cheeks, bro. Dang.
Oh, and then her father came and visited her in jail. I was like, what? Is this a flashback? Because at one point it looked like she was having a dream sequence, and I thought this was another dream sequence at the end. I was like, wait, what? Is this a dream or is this real?
Nah, he was really there. What was his name? We got that weird name. What's his name? Rabbit.
Yeah,
the rabbit and shit. Yeah. So I gave it an 8. I thought it was good. Again, I couldn't handle myself. I went and watched the whole damn series. I like it. It was getting better and better. Mm-hmm. Every episode had heavies, so it's a reason to watch it. So that's what I give that. Now, before we go into Daredevil, is it episode 7? Did a new one come out?
Yes.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did.
Yes.
All right, is this
what are you talking about, Rick? I text you. You don't read your text messages?
I did. Now, I didn't know if you were referring to, because, hold on. First of all, let's get on there.
I only watch episode 7.
Yeah, we're doing 8. That's what it is. Episode 7. Now, let me tell you something here. His wife's a dirty bitch.
Yep. Yes, she is.
She's dirty.
Whose
bitch.
wife you talking about? Whose wife?
Fisk.
Oh, wait till episode 8.
Bro, Vanessa
episode 8.
Vanessa Fisk is listen. So let's rewind it back. So first of all, this episode starts with he's big mad because he told the cops not to mention that freaking Daredevil was there, that the cops are the ones that found Moose and all this other stuff. And now the girl, the psychiatrist, I believe, is actually Matt's girlfriend. I mean, he was showering with her, so I guess all right. So that's his girl. Okay, now I got a little confused because I couldn't tell. He went in there and he touched some paper and he just knew it was his girl. Now, for them to cover themselves, they had him touch her face earlier in the episode, like about 5 minutes before he went in there.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. So I guess that they were doing that to say, oh, well, that's how he knew that it was her and this and that. Because bro, come on. My great-grandmother was blind, and she wasn't touching nobody's face, figuring out who she had diabetes or whatever. So,
well, but you got to remember, Rick, when he draw, he go into great detail and stuff. And remember, that's the only way he can tell how stuff is when he touch it. That's why they had him to do it. But once he rubbed her face early, he remembered her curves and stuff, and that's why he was like, "Oh shit, I need to get out of here."
Yeah, but
he knew exactly
now, Ty. All right, Ty, I got you. But how the fuck did he know where to walk and go through the place? He's blind.
I'm gonna ask you a question, Rick, because I asked you this like 2 weeks ago, and I know y'all remember this. Remember I asked you about this Avenger movie, and I said, who the hell is this dude finna fight? And he blind and ain't got super strength. And none of y'all can answer that for me. So you're gonna ask me the same question.
How ain't he walking around? Bro, but he's walking around the place like he knows it. No blind stick. He's coming from the ceiling like he's Batman with a grapple. Like, come on. And then he's going through files. Just randomly picks up one, touches the face. Oh, that's her. I gotta go. Like, come on. We gotta stop that.
Well, Rick. To be fair, have you watched Ray, the movie Ray with Jamie Foxx?
Yeah, of course I did.
Okay, so if you remember that movie. He used to rub on their wrist to see if they were a big girl or a small girl, and then what he would do is also rub on their face. So I guess that is a thing. I'm not blind, but I'm just going by that movie and this Daredevil show.
All right, now that explains that. But okay, let me ask you this then: how's he walking around the place? The crime scene. He just comes from the ceiling.
From what my wife said, he should be able to see. He got some type of high sense where he can.
But
see.
they don't. But they don't show it like they did when in the Netflix film. In the Netflix show and in the movie when Affleck played him, they would show that it would be like everything would be like red. Like he'll be red. Everything would be like lighting up like sonar. Like they do a bad job. They don't do that. Like before, he used to just throw like something on the ground and hear the sounds bounce off the wall and just kind of see how the room looked. They don't do that in this series.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, that
maybe it's something in the contract where they can't because they don't use the same music. It's like a riff on the old theme song. They only just use the same characters, but I just think even his apartment is not the same apartment from the
no, it's not
from the original series. So I think they're not allowed to use certain things. Maybe that was in the contract. I have no idea.
I don't know, bro. They got it, bro. This guy is walking around like he has an appointment. Like you can't do that. Like, come on. Hell, he's gonna drive a fucking car next episode. What the fuck? I mean, might as well. Wait a minute, Parker. Doesn't Daredevil ride a motorcycle in the comics?
I've never seen him ride a motorcycle in the comics though.
You sure he doesn't ride a motorcycle?
Well, let's Google and see.
I don't remember if he did. I don't know. Maybe it might have, but I don't remember him riding a motorcycle. That's not really like his trademark. The Ghost Rider, yeah, but that's not really his trademark with the motorcycle though.
Yep.
If he did.
Yep. Yes.
He does.
So Robbie Madison, a daredevil and surfer, he rides a modified motorcycle on the ocean using ski-like devices on wheels and surf waves. That's what it says.
Yeah. But he probably didn't do it a whole lot of times. But
oh yeah, my God! They said yes, yep. Since he doesn't have a windshield or a radio. Oh my God! Jesus Christ! And y'all said that they lied for Batman. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't want to ever hear y'all talk about how they lied for Batman ever again. When we got a blind guy breaking into places, knowing where the files are, pulling out pictures, knows the whole layout of the room. And if a guy goes, "Hey, what are you doing here?" and he knows how to get back out the way he came right away. Okay. Anyway, all right. So that being said, that Daredevil apparently is Superman in disguise. What did you guys rate this episode?
I gave this episode an 8.
Okay,
I gave it 8.5.
Oh wow,
Especially
8.5.
The fight scene at the end was good because.
Oh, y'all gonna love the next episode then. That's all I'm gonna say.
Man, this guy's getting me anxious here. Parker, did you watch it?
No, I basically started watching since episode 3.
Oh man, Parker tap. Levon.
An 8.
All right. I'll give it a 6. It's getting better. For the Raleigh is here. Oh, I gotta find his music.
What's the reason you give it a 6 though, Rick?
You gotta explain certain things to me. You can't just go walking in offices and shit, going through file cabinets, dudes. You can't. I'm sorry.
This is episode 8. He's been doing that. He's been.
Yeah, but it's really it started getting on my nerves. It really started getting on my nerves this episode. I'm like, bro, you can't just like even when he went to Muse this episode before, when he's walking in the damn the tunnels of the train and he knows where he is. Like, come on.
But Rick, they've already, but you know they already explained this to you in the original series. It's still the same series.
Yeah, but we okay. This to you, right? All right, hold on a second. You have to look at it that people are watching it for the first time. You have to explain that. You can't just say, "Hey, we explained it to you 5 years ago, and you should remember." No, because I don't even remember.
They don't need to. It's on the same platform, Rick. What are you talking about? You can go to Disney Plus and watch the original one right now.
Who's going back?
So if you wanted to catch up, you can go. You could watch it right there, Rick. All of it is on the same. It's on the same platform. You don't got to go to Netflix. It's right there. They got all 3 seasons. Well, this is the 4th one now, so they got all 4 seasons plus the other Defenders shows.
Those are good. Well, I like my man Luke Cage. All right. So I give it a 6. You know what? I can't. I'll give it a 7. I'll give it a 7 because they did put effort in here, but it would have got an 8 from me. But come on, enough of this guy just walking around like he owns the fucking place. Can we have enough of that? Enough, please. All right, so where we going now, Levon? I think is this the part where we're going?
Superman. Yeah, we got the Superman stuff for the Watchtower. That's the only topic left for that.
Oh, the Superman preview. So Parker.
Yeah, the Superman preview.
Parker, you're the Superman guy here. So what are your feelings on this?
I mean, the preview.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed the preview. It was an extended sneak peek because basically it was the same trailer, but what it was, they sort of showed when you see Crypto initially what happened with Superman in the first trailer when he called for Crypto, they showed a more more extensive stuff like that, where Crypto started just jumping on him and stuff like that, whatever, not knowing that he was really hurt. Maybe never seen him hurt.
Now,
like that
now, hold on. I got to ask you this. Now, is it true that you said the reason why Minecraft was successful because of Superman preview?
No, I didn't say it was successful, but I'm saying it didn't hurt, right? It didn't hurt to have Superman in there before it though. So like they say, people wasn't gonna go and see a Superman movie, maybe seeing a Superman like that. Remember, and also a little nugget. You also, I believe, you're gonna have the Superman trailer. That wasn't a trailer though. You're gonna have the Superman trailer, I believe, come out April 18th, which is Superman Day, which back in 1938, April 18th, I believe that's when Superman originally came out with Action Comics though. So that's why they call it Superman Day. That's like its anniversary. And I see Fred Ali. We don't care what you say, Fred Ali. Let's just send a super chat, by the way. But yeah. And as far as the trailer, because now, if you read All-Star Superman, so I see it was like that coming to life though for me. Looking at the All-Star Superman, whatever, right? With those robots, like that,
okay.
And they was magnifying the sunlight. So to me, the sun wasn't necessarily hurting Superman. Remember, it was rapidly healing, so the bones is rapidly.
Yeah, because I asked you that yesterday. I'm like, why was he screaming when the joint was?
Because he had a lot of injuries and stuff too, though. So imagine if you had a broken kneecap, whatever, and it's healing real fast. So you're feeling that as the bone is mending back into place and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you're feeling all that at a rapid pace was going on. That's why you had to hold them down and stuff like that, right? And stuff like that. Same thing. You know how in the movies where they said, okay, bite down on this because you had to do something, right? And even though it's going to heal you, but you're going to feel that pain. Same thing, they got to pop your shoulder back in place. You're going to feel that pain, even though it, right, popping it back in place. So that was sort of going on with Superman. They magnified the sunlight and stuff like that. So you see the robots. Oh, that was cool. The fortress looked cool how they did it, though. Unlike, we had on the ship, saying the Man of Steel, which wasn't really a great fortress, though. Whatever you want to call that, though. But this fortress,
better, way better.
The OG Superman movie, Fortress, sort of reminiscent of that. And so you're really getting a Silver Age Superman vibe from James Gunn,
All right, Deuce, what did you think of this alleged preview?
Alleged preview?
Yeah.
I didn't care for the dog part. The robots was okay to me. I was confused by him screaming from the sun because I know normally Superman could fly to the sun and get a lot more radiation faster in his body. So for me to see him screaming like that, I was a bit confused. I would still like to see more from the movie.
I want to just say something. Who else?
Oh my god!
No, I'm just saying. Though, a lot of times, hold up, listen, though, right? A lot of times we see Superman fly to the sun, right? Remember, he's able to go on his own volition to the sun, but like he wasn't able really to move though on his own volition. Though.
Levon, can you read what Thriller Ali said, Levon, please?
All right. Dogs don't do that. Dogs sense their masters. Dogs will start yelling.
Mm-hmm. What dog you have for Ali? So ass up.
Max City said this gonna be a 2-pack of ass.
Oh, shit.
like a double CD.
Oh man, dang.
Out of here, boy.
So yeah, I was just confused. Like Deuce said, we were confused. Like he started yelling because he's getting help.
But as I'm breaking it down, and you say, yeah, right, but we see some man go to the sun and absorb it, but he never seen him like had these injuries and stuff like that, though, right? That's
No,
the
you're
difference,
right.
though.
You're right. You're right,
Yes,
Parker.
that's what I'm
But I,
saying.
I was
So
just still confused because I'm like, if you're literally you fly directly to the sun and you're like
yeah, right.
chilling,
But
and
he
I'm like,
had those type of injuries though. That's what I'm saying. Internal bleeding and stuff, right? He didn't have that stuff. You see his face when he's bleeding and stuff, whelps around his neck, all that stuff, right? So when he's going to the sun, he's not in that type of predicament though.
who y'all think
So
he
I'm
was
saying,
fighting?
Oh
That got
man.
him. That got him hurt
Oh
like
man,
that.
Mac City
I
being
don't know.
disrespected.
Like, I mean, it could be like I don't know if it was 'cause, like even in the set photos, you know, I mean, like he was losing to the engineer. Did they have him in the handcuffs though? So something bad had to happen, obviously though, right? But he's in that type of state. So I don't know who actually did that though. 'Cause the villains I do know about, you know, the engineer, Ultraman, obviously Lex Luthor, you got him in there though, right? But it'll be his goons, and you know that the large monster, which you call a kaiju, whatever, right? You know, but other than that, I don't know any other villains. Maybe I don't know. Maybe a Brainiac, or who knows though, right? Like there though. So when that takes place, is that truly the beginning part of the movie? I don't know, and whatnot. Because listen, they left him there. Like you see
Well,
him
hey,
fall down.
we
So
listen. We
maybe
got we got
swing, and he just fell down. I don't
we
know.
got to keep it a bean. It looked like he ran into Batman again. You know,
Mhm.
that's what it looked like. But you know, I digress.
But I wasn't Batman because like his movie still ways away though. So yeah,
Mhm.
so it wasn't obviously wasn't Robert Pattinson Batman.
Do
Say
you?
that.
Hey, Parker, do you bleed? Okay, he was bleeding all over the place, and he shows up more on a white
Yeah.
dog. By the way, he's bleeding all over the place. So, ladies and gentlemen, I like the way that they did the magnification of the sun to, I guess, to heal him faster. Listen, I always thought Superman was a loner. Apparently, this Superman needs help already. He needs so much help that one guy's worried about the freaking Chinese box office. So, hey, it is what it is. I don't know. I don't know. I think. Listen, is the movie going to make money? Of course, it's going to make. If Minecraft can make money, this can make money. I mean, my God, bro.
The other box that we just seen you showing about these video games. Hey, shit. It can't no worse than all when we seen.
Ooh, man.
Yeah.
Bro, that goes to let you know people just throw money away, yo. They just throw money away. Like, oh my God. Some of these things are so bad. But you know, I thought, Leymon, what you think of the preview?
Bump your music, Max. Stop it.
Oh man,
It was neat. It was neat.
Okay.
It was neat.
We know Parker gives it like 12 thumbs up.
No,
Ty,
no,
what did
I'm
you
just
think?
saying, like the biggest thing for me, not so much with the crypto doing all that, but I'm saying the Fortress of Solitude, how it came out, and also remember how it was rotating too, though the Fortress as well.
Yeah, I did see that. Yeah, because it had to rotate towards the sun.
Yeah, so like that makes sense. They had to matter because like remember he was in really bad shape, so they had to speed up that process though, right? And stuff. And those don't know, the robots they basically caretakers. They're like if you read like the absolute or even the much earlier stories though, like
Now some would say that they needed that sun to speed them up to get them ready for more reshoots. You know?
I don't know about more reshoots, but for that battle they had, you talk about internal bleeding, like messed up. So yeah, they needed to speed up that process to kill him and stuff like that. So.
Max said, he said, "Do we feel sorry for Superman yet? DC is killing him off."
I don't feel sorry for your failed rap career either, Mac. So no.
He said, "Ricky, would tariffs affect ticket prices in China?" Yeah, they would, because if you're getting
the biggest market, for movies, U.S. movies. I mean,
no, China said they weren't gonna let U.S. movies probably come over there if he keep the tariff. So you're gonna be out of luck if he do it in 3 months? May, June, July. Yeah, you might be out of luck, Parker, if you count on China.
Yeah, because I'm saying that's a big market for U.S. movies though.
But not
for don't know.
Hey, but not a big yo.
Before you start screaming, will you amend the bet for Parker? Because before y'all made the bet, this wasn't even a thought.
Fuck no.
When y'all made the bet that China might not be
because because that means it's not China for the Fantastic Four either. No.
Yeah, I mean you.
Yeah, but it's not fair to him, bro. I get
How is that not? Whoa, time out. How could that not be fair to him if you got two movies that were going to release in the same market and now both movies are out of the same market?
Well, you saying no Jurassic Park over there either?
No, it won't be. No, that's an American movie. Jurassic.
Jurassic Park might make it. He said if you go 3 months, when Jurassic Park come out, it might
Same
make
same
it.
month as
It might be
Superman.
over there.
Same month.
It comes out the first week in
Yeah,
July.
every movie's gonna suffer, bro.
But I'm not worried about Jurassic. It comes down between Superman and Fantastic Four. So Jurassic can do the numbers he do. It's about the numbers that Superman do and Fantastic Four. And maybe one could got a bigger push with China though, right? And so that's what I'm saying. That right there.
All right, so in China, Jurassic Fallen Kingdom made 125 million its opening weekend. Jurassic World Dominion earned 53 million in its opening weekend. And Jurassic World grossed 229 million in its opening weekend in China. So, bro, they got a lot of money to lose.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm not saying necessarily. Being that if China's not in play, which that could decide who actually wins the.
Well, that's why whoa. China is not the only international box office. There's other places.
That's probably one of the biggest.
So what, Parker? I'm trying to get you to understand. What does that matter? That means Fantastic Four won't be in it either. Neither will Jurassic Park. So why should you get special treatment? Because what you think that many Chinese people want to see Superman?
I mean, I think Superman had a better chance of doing much better in China than Fantastic Four.
I disagree. The MCU runs freaking China.
Okay,
DC.
Let's do a rundown. Let's do a rundown of like the other MCU movies they did over in China.
Okay. All right. So hold on. So Batman versus Superman earned approximately.
No, just give me Man of Steel. Just do Man of Steel.
Okay. All right.
Man of Steel. So that's what this movie's really. You have that's gonna be the comparison. The Man of Steel to this James Gunn Superman movie.
So Man of Steel in China made $63 million.
Okay.
Now look, check this out.
Marco, you better put in that with Batman versus Superman because there was more Justice League members in that movie, just like there's going to be a bunch of Justice League members in.
But it's not necessarily Justice League members, though. To be honest, because we already know what Guy Gardner's going to be part of the Lanterns, though, right?
So now,
Hawkgirl is also.
Endgame made $629 million in China.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. It's big. I'm saying China's a big market though for U.S.
But it's bigger. Well, first of all, you should be happy that they're going to take out the Chinese box office because MCU wipes the floor with DC.
How about the past Fantastic Four movies? How do they fare in China? Right.
All right. Well, there's no specific information about Fantastic Four movies' performance specifically in China. Marvel movies, including those from the MCU, have historically done very well at the Chinese box office. So, hold on. So
the MCU, not the regular.
Yeah, not the MCU. So, hold on. So the first Black Panther earned $105 million in China. That's big. They don't even like black people over there. The second Ant-Man earned $121 million in China. Mm-hmm. As of 2021, the 5 MCU movies alone of 1.6 billion in China. Avengers Endgame earned 4.25 yuan mainland box office. That's their money. I don't know what that is.
Oh, actually, okay. So
what did Spider-Man make?
They didn't. It didn't really. MCU Spider-Man didn't release in China.
Well, what did Ford do over there?
Wait, hold on. MCU, none of the 3 movies, and it's the last one made almost $2 billion. I think
something's going on. Let's see.
That don't sound right.
Hold on, I'm telling you. Spider-Man, No Way Home, China. Spider-Man No Way Home was not released in China because Chinese authorities reportedly asked Sony.
Christ. What would the box office
exactly? Check this out. This is why. Wow. Listen why. Spider-Man No Way Home was not released in China because the Chinese authorities reportedly asked Sony to remove scenes featuring the Statue of Liberty, which Sony declined.
Oh, that's why. But okay, so what about Thor? What did that do over there in China? His movies.
Which one?
We can go with the last one though, which that went up against the Batman. So you can check, I guess.
Okay. All right. So, Thor Ragnarok earned 112 million in China.
Yeah.
I think that's the only one. Yeah, we can remember those other Thor movies had like Loki being a little,
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. China is a big
So
market.
it says Thor: Love and Thunder faced a
Mhm.
ban from China due to content restrictions.
Oh, okay. What about the first Thor movie though?
Let's see. Thor. All they show is Ragnarok. They won't show the other ones. Love and Thunder 2020. Yeah, they don't. They don't. Chinese Thor. Yeah, I don't think it was released.
Okay. Was it? Did the Eternals make it to China or no?
No, it be LGBTQ because
So
it said Thor 4 Chinese release in limbo over suspected LGBTQ. So they.
What about did Captain Marvel make it over there? I know she was a woman.
Let's see. Yeah, but she also got American flag colors. Captain Marvel grossed an estimated 154 million at the Chinese box office.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So China is a big market for U.S. movies, though.
No, it's a big market for MCU movies. That's why you're sitting here shaking in your boots.
How much Superman doing? Superman, even the Man of Steel
only did 60 million.
Like 63.
Man, bro, you gotta listen. Hold on.
Yeah.
My God, Rick. Sometimes I be trying to give you benefit of the doubt, but when you start doing these things, it's only China is a big market to anybody that makes a good fucking movie, right? It is what it is. Chinese aren't biased based off Marvel and DC. No, I mean history doesn't state that. Like,
did you think Batman versus Superman was a good movie?
Batman did good over there. That was just a terrible movie. So that's not. I mean, because how do you explain Aquaman, Wonder Woman? I mean, I'm just saying, man. If it's a bad movie, it's a bad movie. I mean, shit.
What did the first Aquaman do over there?
Marvel movies flop. I mean, fucking
Now, remember that last Batman? That last Batman only did 26 million in China.
Oh, the Batman with Ruben Pat.
Pattinson.
Yeah, but a lot of people didn't. Yeah, a lot of people wasn't really feeling that Batman though. Like, although it was just.
But I'm feeling that Superman could do well, James Gunn Superman could do well over in China, but I don't know. It may not be in play.
Like,
that's what I'm saying.
When it comes to China, like, you have to have a heavy marketing presence in China, like. Otherwise,
that's why because Star Wars don't do well over there. Notice that they started trying to put more Asians in Star Wars movies. Notice that they have been.
I think Avatar does well over
there. Now, hold on. Batman vs Superman only made 94 million in China.
Right. It didn't even have like a big presence, like advertisement present in China.
Yeah, but
Superman,
over 100
now,
million
I'm not gonna lie.
Avatar, Way of the Water, 240 million in China.
Damn. See, yeah, I'm saying China is a big market though, and I think Superman will do well if
it's marketed. If it's not being marketed, it's not going to do well. I hate to say it, like.
I think they definitely will market over in China though, right? But I guess the next biggest market after China probably will be the UK.
Max said the Batman is trash. We need a real Batman movie. Oh man.
Oh man, you just did the bat signal for Vaughn. Vaughn gonna come in here capping for that movie, saying it was successful.
Vaughn wasn't even fucking with it in the beginning, because he wanted Zack Snyder Batman.
Yeah, but like definitely, China is a big player for U.S. movies though.
Yeah, Parker, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Why you're very high up on this movie? Like, it sounds like this movie can do no wrong when it releases. Have you already pre-screened the movie yourself? Because the way you're talking,
what I'm saying, I already know what
that's why I'm asking you. That's why I'm asking you.
No, but I watched the set photos and all that, the battle scenes, all of that, right? I seen that stuff, right?
Vaughn's here, baby. Vaughn's here.
Fuck that nigga Vaughn.
Oh man! Look what he said. Look what he said.
He's doing like a Silver Age type of thing with the Superman. But if you take China off the table, right? See what I'm saying? Because
I think that the movie needs to do good here in U.S. Now, if it can manage to do good here, I think that's. But if it fails to do good here, I don't know. Like, it's gonna be.
Even Man of Steel did 100. Like, I think the first its first month or so or weekend, right? Because it was the number one movie though, Man of Steel launched.
Yeah, but for the Superman, his strongest legs is gonna come from. Gotta come from home, like not. I wouldn't rely too much on.
Now, and that's what one lady said who screened the movie. She said, it's too many like American flags in the movie. She said that she thinks Superman will be a hit domestically, but not so well internationally.
If they can do good domestically, that's a good sign, honestly.
Yeah.
That will be a good sign. But if it can do good here, yeah, it's I don't know, Parker, man, because
Yeah,
them
hey,
Chinese
Vaughn.
movies,
Yes, the Batman Vaughn was very successful. What we were talking about in China,
we know.
it only did 26 million in China.
Yeah, it was successful here in U.S. So, but Rick was talking about in China.
Yeah, in
It
China, it only
So
did
all I'm saying
26.
overall, but China is like a big mark for U.S. movies. Then I think UK probably right
Yeah,
after
but
them.
when we talk
So
about money, it is a big market, but money wise, the U.S. has its beat. You want your movie to do great here in U.S. though. I'd rather
and plus these movies coming out in the summer, so like you got
I'd
these
rather
like
my movie do good in U.S. dollar than Chinese dollars. Like it is what it is.
oh yeah. I expect some men do
That's why
like
Batman
very
was
well.
successful because Batman did great here in U.S. Right? It didn't have to do such a great job because it did great here in U.S.
Hmm. Well, hey, to put a cherry on top, Parker. So you understand what I'm saying about as far as the bet go? There ain't no point, and because it's the Chinese box office is gonna hurt the Fantastic Four more than it'll hurt Superman.
Yeah, it'd definitely hurt the Fantastic Four. They have no idea what the fuck is the Fantastic Four over there in China at all. That those characters hold zero presence.
Oh yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So like, let's say if the China's out, so that actually right, if they would have a president, let's say for argument's sake, Superman would have did probably like let's say China committed a
Look at
deciding
Captain
factor
America.
though. Yeah,
Right. Captain America did such a great job here in U.S., but look at the box office in China.
I'm gonna do that right now.
yeah.
Let's see.
I'm just kind of what Von's saying because we know why you want the movie to do bad, Von. So yeah, we want to
It did
discount what you're saying.
the last Captain America did 14 million in China.
Yeah, that's not good, Rick. That's not a good look.
It's terrible.
That's not a good look at all. Now, speaking of
How about
Captain
this,
America,
right?
that's releasing on digital on Tuesday coming up.
Now, how about this, right? How about we'll see, right? We'll see how Thunderbolts do
I
over in
think the
China
biggest
if it releases
movies
in
that do
China.
good in China was like I'll say Avengers was like the biggest, and
629 million.
Spider-Man
Spider-Man didn't
outside
show up.
outside of
Because they had the Statue of Liberty in there.
yeah.
Yep.
So outside of some of those movies, Avengers might have been the one that did great in China. Like
Black
most of
Panther,
Marvel's movies,
Black Panther did
Marvel
did
movies,
100 million, which I mean that I think the biggest thing coming from me is
look at Black Panther, bro.
It did 100 million in China. That's big, bro. They don't even like
Avengers, right?
no the first one, not the second one. First one.
No, I know, but what I'm saying is that individual movies of these heroes doesn't like what is doesn't seem to like do such a big numbers in China. Like Black Panther, although it made $1 billion, look at what it did in China though.
100 million. Now Vaughn said Fantastic Four going to hurt Superman and Jurassic Park. It is. It's an MCU movie, man.
Fantastic Four is not going to hurt Jurassic Park. What are you talking about, bro?
No. Fantastic Four. It is. It's gonna, bro. Fantastic.
It's not hurting Jurassic Park.
Bro.
Jurassic Park, like it's not great. Fantastic Four does not hold that type of popularity.
Fantastic Four doesn't have that pedigree. We can believe it is going to do that though. They don't have that. Like,
Well, that being said, why? Well, hold on a second, Parker. So now, why are you talking about some? Well, you know, the Chinese.
Park,
well, it got.
Fantastic Four is crazy. Like,
well, listen, Jurassic Park.
I mean, they gotta show us
bro,
something
we ran.
Hold
on, we ran the Jurassic Park numbers in China, and they are huge.
That's what I'm saying. So.
Yeah, no, that's my point. That's what I'm trying to tell Vaughn. Like, Fantastic.
No, I'm pretty sure he's talking about domestically. I'm not trying to put words in his mouth.
I don't think it'll be a bigger movie domestically than Fantastic Four.
So
Jurassic Park, Fantastic Four though.
So
history though.
Iron Mike said the orange one is effing up gaming. He said he's effing up movies. He said, when is the orange guy f's up wrestling? Will Ricky finally put his support? Oh, definitely. If that happens, oh yeah. Yeah, if he mess up wrestling, we're done.
We're gonna wake up tomorrow and it's
So
no
let's say this though, Rick.
WWE.
So the reason I'm saying, let's say like if it's close in domestic between Superman and Fantastic
Won't
Four,
be.
right? Let's say whatever number, hold on, whatever number is close, and I think China possibly could have been deciding factor for that bet though.
Oh man, I didn't know my damn camera was off the whole time. All right, so Vaughn said no, Jurassic Park will hurt Superman opening week, and Fantastic Four will hurt Superman the second week. Yeah, so what Vaughn is saying is Jurassic Park's already going to be out like 10 days before Superman. Then Superman comes out, and then the 11th. He said the Fantastic Four is going to hurt Superman's second week. Is what he's saying. Superman's second week.
No, I don't know about. I don't really know about Fantastic Four. I mean, I think Fantastic Four is the one that's gonna get hurt the most out of these three. Fantastic Four does not have that type of like. It just is not comic book.
And we heard what the guy said about Fantastic Four.
It's okay.
No Easter eggs though. Basically,
most people don't.
Robert Downey Jr. is gonna be in there as Doctor Doom.
No Easter eggs though. That's what he was saying.
He's gonna be in there as Doctor Doom. Remember that.
I'm not listening to Crack City Entertainment saying, but
Vaughn on your head, man. He said those movies dropped the second week. Vaughn might be at work.
I think Superman's gonna be the must-see movie out those. Right? Tell me, Superman's probably the most must-see movie out those columns.
And that's my point. The fact that you got to talk about Robert Downey Jr. because that movie cannot stand on his own. You're proving my point, though. Like, literally proving my point. They got to resort to that because that movie isn't Spider-Man. It's not Black Panther. Fantastic Four isn't those type of IPs. So
it goes back to the tier reveals. To me, I think
y'all got to rely on Robert Downey.
I think more people are more excited for the Avengers Doomsday than probably going to be this Fantastic Four movie, if you ask me.
Man, listen. Show and tell!
I know Jurassic Park is gonna hurt both of them.
Yeah. Definitely. But I think Superman has a better chance after Jurassic to doing something.
Big money is here. Oh, then he left.
Second grossing movie in July, it would be Superman.
We will see. All I know is that somebody's scared.
I ain't scared. Listen, if China was still on the table, right? It doesn't matter what Jurassic does. It comes down to the numbers of Superman and Fantastic Four, though, right? That's what I'm saying.
Well, let me ask you this: forget China, forget Europe, forget all of that. Will Superman do better than the Fantastic Four domestically? I need to know. Is that going to be the case?
Well, you want to reschedule it back?
No. I'm asking you.
I mean, I got. I'll reschedule it back for like we can put 25 on that.
No. I think worldwide.
If China's still in play, then let the bet stay the same.
No.
Remember, it was 25. We moved up to 50 though, but we didn't know what this was going to happen already.
Sevy's here. He said, "I'm more excited for Thunderbolts than Fantastic Four." A lot of people are.
Oh yeah, I think Thunderbolts has a chance though.
Shout out to Sevy. Sevy.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming through. All right, now that that's out of the way, are we gonna?
What they said? I'm more excited for what Fantastic Four didn't show.
No, he said he's more excited for Thunderbolts than Fantastic Four.
Yeah. I'm just because I wanted to be a clean victory, right? You know what I'm saying?
Okay. MCU, bro. Well, you know what? This is actually the beginning of the DCU, and it's the beginning. And being that it's the first movie, I don't think it's gonna do better than an established arc of MCU movies being the Fantastic Four. The first time Fantastic Four will be in the MCU is gonna be bigger than Superman. I'm sorry, it is. And as well, bro, anything MCU that was done previously, like in Fox, is gonna be huge. Because they want to see how the MCU is going to convert it over to their stuff. That X-Men movie, that's going to be bigger than Superman. All of those, anything that look, you see what Deadpool Wolverine did. And that wasn't even a good movie. But the fact that you had Wolverine coming, Hugh Jackman reprising his role from Fox, now in the MCU. And matter of fact, what was one of the first lines that he said to him? Welcome to the MCU. You came at a bad time right now, though.
But
Like,
Fantastic Four hasn't shown it. It doesn't matter. Like, listen, well, even the point is, these guys had movies.
well, we can't. Well, hold on. We can't.
Hold on. Let me finish. Hold on.
You want to go with old shit?
No, let me finish. Like Logan had some form of success, right?
Oh my god.
Deadpool, his movies had success, but I don't know about Fantastic Four.
Bro, man, you remember the first Howard the Duck movie? Huh?
Okay.
Yeah, Howard the Duck came out in Guardians of the Galaxy, and they loved him. They wanted like, yo, we need to give him a bigger part because the movie that he had.
Question mark about the Fantastic Four, though.
Howard the Duck. Howard the Duck. He came out. Yeah, bro. Listen, man, you can't just say, oh, because the old Fantastic Four movies weren't successful, that now that this one won't be.
That means we can't say this one's gonna be successful.
I just told you it's gonna be successful, bro.
Oh no, come on, bro.
Come on, man. No, bro, it's got Pedro Pascal. Bro, Pedro's got Last of Us that's gonna be on. And then he got, bro, the dude's a hot actor right now. He's becoming a superstar. People are coming to the movie theater just to see him. And then you got RDJ in the back burner that's gonna be in the movie too. Like, bro, Superman's in trouble with this. He better bring. Superman better bring Batman in this goddamn movie if he wants to beat Fantastic Four. You better put Batman cameo or a Bruce Wayne cameo or something. That's the only way it's gonna compete with him. That's it. Now, Thriller Ali says, Ricky, there's a WB Looney Tunes movie out with no advertising going on at all. They wanted the movie to fly. Oh man, I didn't even know that.
Advertise it right now. I mean, like, why would they advertise it right now though? Be realistic.
I want to see
Warner
it.
Brothers advertise it right now.
I want to see it. I like the Looney Tunes.
You got Superman coming out in July, right? You got Peacemaker season 2 in August. So.
Wait, Parker, that doesn't make sense because they just had a Minecraft movie come out and Warner Brothers was the one.
Yeah,
I don't understand what you're saying.
They sold that thing to some companies doing that.
Huh?
But Parker, that didn't make any sense what you just said. You said that why would they advertise a Looney Tunes movie? Then why would they advertise the Minecraft movie? Isn't it to make money?
When's the Looney Tunes movie supposed to come out? When is it supposed to come out?
Oh God. Parker,
I'm asking you. Well, I'm saying when's it supposed to come out though?
I'm
going by what he's saying though, because these movies coming out. They did advertise. They put the
Damn, they said March. They said March 14th of this year. Yeah, I didn't see that. It didn't come out.
Yeah, that's a ways away though. Like that's what I'm saying. They still advertise a Superman movie in the Minecraft movie by putting that preview there. That's what I'm saying. They're not gonna do no big advertising right now for the Looney Tunes thing.
Wait a minute, it's still at the theaters.
What?
Hold on. No, that was a 2024 movie.
Oh yeah. So wait.
No, you're right. Thriller Ali's right. It did. It released in June, December 28th, Los Angeles, and on March 14th, 2025, it was really. It cost $15 million to make, and it's only $11.3 million. Yeah, I didn't even know. Wow.
Wait, so that movie already came out? I thought
it already came out.
Okay, I was talking about the Roadrunner versus Acme, right? Why E. Coyote versus Acme?
I heard about that one. Yeah, that one. Yeah. That one I heard about.
I mean, well, Minecraft. Ain't that damn about Minecraft? You know. And not only movies, but they also do the TV shows and stuff.
Bro, the Minecraft saved WB, bro. WB was done. Minecraft saved them right now. They saved them.
TV shows that do as well. Like with the Piggy Show did well.
Yeah, okay, right? Yeah,
the
but
last of it, no, that's the last one. That's HBO Max, but
that's still whoa, that's still Warner Brothers. What are you talking about? They own that.
Yeah, so they still got other shows that like.
Yeah,
not comedy related stuff, but the other TV shows.
We talking about on the silver screen, bro. They've been making flop after flop at the freaking box office.
Well, the Batman didn't flop. You know.
No, bro, that was like 3 years ago.
Okay, so when we go by Disney, okay, well, Snow White, I like Snow White, but yeah, that cost me a lot of money. You know, maybe it had to be a nice tax write-off for that. Feel me? Bro. But yeah, I don't know about Fantastic.
Yeah, we're not gonna forget about that what's her name, that House Party movie that came out that Warner Brothers made. Man, come on, bro. They made some boo boos. All right. Okay, that concludes our what is that? What do we call it?
Watchtower?
Yeah, that's
Maybe
Watchtower.
I might check out the Thunderbolts. That is a cool popcorn bucket
All right.
right there, though.
It is. I'll get it. All right. So what we gonna talk about as far as gaming, Levon?
Before I continue, just want to say peace to y'all brothers. That's my time.
Oh,
Love y'all.
all right,
Hit
brother.
the like button, chat.
See you later, brother. We got to make this quick as hell because this is 9:19, bro. So let's forget all the little stuff. Let's cover the Nintendo stuff here.
Sure.
Yeah, let's. I want. Yeah, we got to cover this.
Basically, some interesting comments were made a couple. Basically yesterday.
Oh, that Bowser dude.
Yeah, Doug Bowser. Yes. Basically said some very interesting things. This is the title of the itself from.
Hey, Levon, hold on, Levon, you're going in and out.
Yeah,
you're going in and out.
Can y'all hear me? Testing. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, we hear you. Yeah, but you just were going in and out. All right, so what did Bowser say, Levon? Can you tell us what this Bowser guy said? That's got everybody so angry.
Can't afford a Nintendo Switch 2. Buy a Switch 1. Nintendo says.
Wait a minute. Now I remember this history repeating itself. Didn't that jabroni from Xbox? Don.
You mean Don?
Yeah, that guy.
Is that who you're talking about?
Yes, they said because they said something about Xbox One needed online all the time, and then he told him to get a 360 because there was a lot of guys like, well, we live in a submarine base.
Well, I feel like some of the articles should be read here, so let's read it. As we look at the Nintendo Switch 2 and you think about the feature set I talked about, we believe that pricing is appropriate for the value of the machine and the gameplay experience overall, Bowser said. We recognize that there are some people that may not be able to afford the Switch 2's price point. That's why we want to make the other Switch platforms available, basically making the Nintendo Switch on the budget Switch and the Switch 2 the premium Switch. So people still have an opportunity to come into our gaming universe. And be a part of these characters in these worlds and see value, if you will, whatever rung of the platform they come in. All right, Time Man, you got any thoughts on this, brother? You got any thoughts?
If you broke, you can't afford it.
Okay.
But anyway, yeah, if you can't afford a Switch 2, might as well get a Switch 1. They still trying to break that record. That's why he said that.
Yeah, you know what, Ty? That's a good fucking point there.
Okay, so.
And you know the price gonna lower too. My bad. And you know the price gonna lower for all those consoles. So they're gonna drop the price on the Switch to get people to buy it. The OLED probably dropped down some in the regular one, so they probably can guide a couple more million on that to try to catch it, even though they PlayStation counting stuff out the back alley and out the garbage can in sales now. Well, that's for
well, yeah, that PlayStation 2 was bullshit. They found like 8 million.
This is just Nintendo making the Switch 1 the budget device and the Switch 2 a premium.
Well,
device.
You know what? If they really did want to make it, but lower the fucking price of the Switch 1. What the hell are we doing here?
I agree with that. I definitely agree with
that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I would say this. I have a problem with what he said, right? So, like, if you can't.
Now, Parker, was it as bad as the Sony guy saying to get another job? Was it as bad as that?
No, nothing tops that.
Dude said, get another job.
But what I'm saying with this, though, so how you word it, it wasn't, to me, disrespectful, right? Because you know how. Some people may not be able to afford this console, though, right? Whatever they got going on, but we still have a cheaper option to play Nintendo games via Switch 1 or Switch 2, whatever. You could get the regular Switch, or you want to get just a Switch Lite for $199. Still play those Switch 1 games. Which games we tell them the game's still gonna come to the Switch 1 as well, though, right? So, yeah, it wasn't being like condescending or like disrespectful. So he didn't say go get another job or something, or be a vertical farmer. He didn't say that,
He wouldn't dare say that. 45 and 47 to slap him. But he do these tariffs.
Yeah,
What's wrong with you?
So yeah, I don't got a problem with that though. And I also says I don't got a problem with the price of the Switch 2 hardware, knowing what it can do and stuff. So I don't have a problem with that.
He said, Bowser said they have no plans for dropping the price of any Switch. Damn! Bro, they really are communist country. God dang. Wow.
Now, also I'm saying, Rick, now I hear this all the time from other podcasters, whatever. Hey, they need to put some more money. They put some more money behind the Switch, right? They did that though. And that's why you look at the price of it, right? Right?
Vaughn said it's a portable PS4.
Hold up, though, right? If it's a portable PS4, remember the PS4 base price, right? When it came out was $399.
Hey, Ty. Ty.
Right.
Did you watch Marlon today?
No, I didn't. I can't watch that, man.
Bro, he got his ass whooped by his chat. They beat his ass. They told him, there's like, Marlon, you keep telling us to vote with our wallets. Are you going to vote with your wallet? He said, no, I can't vote. He said, I'm not going to vote with my wallet. He said, well, wait a minute. You be telling us to vote. He said, I'm a content creator. I have to buy this and review it for you guys. Hold on. So he said, I have to review this for you guys. This is why I have to buy it. And then the dudes in the chat and said, you always begging for stuff, asking people to buy his stuff for you. Bro, Marlon, he lost it. He started banging the table. The nigga started banging the table. Oh, my God.
He's right, though.
Oh, yo, bro, so
let me ask you a question, Rick Brown. Are you going to buy it?
I don't know. I mean, eventually, yeah.
Creator, nigga.
Yeah, hold on. Manhattan. When the last time? Well, the only Switch game we ever reviewed on this channel was like Breath of the Wild. I remember, right? Is that the only one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the only game I ever reviewed. I didn't even give my Tears of the Kingdom review on this channel here.
Yeah, man. I'm saying it's crazy how these other guys talking about Switch talk too much, but I always hear that.
Hold on, Parker. I remember said he's right. He said, and they charging people to use the C button. Nintendo, yeah, I heard about that. Wow.
What you mean they charge you to use the C? What you mean by
that? The C button is like a chat button, and they charge you to use it. Like you got to pay.
I mean, you gotta pay for chat functionality. Like even like a lot of times. Like,
damn, bro, you capping for this like you did Snow White. What's going on around here?
Xbox back in the day, you used to have to pay extra just to use your own membership with Netflix. Come on, we can't do that now.
Man.
Come on, Rick.
Well, listen. So hold on. I got one more thing with Marlon. So hold on. Through at least at Ricky. If Marlon gets upset, he normally deletes the live streams afterwards. No evidence. Yeah, he was mad, bro. They beat his ass today. So then,
somebody screen recorded though.
So, bro, somebody said so today they were really pissing Marlon off today. So today, the guy said, "Hey, Marlon, what about?" He said, "You always take and get. When are you gonna do some giveaways?" And Marlon said, "Giveaways." When the channel makes enough money, I'll do some giveaways. Yo, bro, they had Marlon backpedaling.
I gotta address this clown, Mac City. Now, I still got love for Mac City, but how you gonna call someone corporate Mac City? How many Gucci belts you got? Since that blackface incident.
Oh, damn.
Come on now,
Mac, don't let him do this. So they're saying Marlon was like, I have other things to do besides, do a live stream all the time. I have stuff in my regular life I have to do. And I'm like, oh my God. Yeah, they broke him. Like what Bane say? I will break you. They broke him. They broke him today. They broke his ass today.
They be giving that man hell of money.
Yeah, bro. That guy bought him a 5090. Remember he begged for a Series X? Because he said that Best Buy takes your money off your credit card right away, whereas like Amazon and them don't. And he's like, I don't have enough money. And then he started using God as a tool. He said like, oh man. Yeah, he started using God as the tool. And then I'm be honest with you, I think it'd be like sock accounts. Like he'll have somebody donate like $100, and then another 3 more people coming. Hey, Marley, here's another 300. Here's another 100 here. So now you can go buy your Series X. And then he's like, yeah, now I can go and afford a Series X. But then this is what happened to him. He crashed out one day. So everybody was donating crazy. This nigga here made probably about $2,000 in super chats. right? He made about 2,000. Bro, everybody called them frauds and said that their credit card was hacked, and he was mad as hell. He said, "Don't even donate to the channel if you're gonna go report it as fraud afterwards." Rah, 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 rah. That nigga was mad as hell. Because now, and here's where he's a fraud. Here's where he's the biggest fraud of them all. If somebody donates to you, you don't get the money till like next month. So the fact that he's saying that these people were donating to him on YouTube that Tuesday was going to enable him to go get a Series X on Wednesday morning was bullshit. So, yo, that dude is full of it. He uses God as a tool. Bro, do not support that man. I only listen to him because, like, I like to hear the chat beat his ass afterwards. Because Ty put me on that. Ty said, "Yo, listen, Marlon there fighting for his life."
Like, read what Max City said about me. You know, I got to, what Max City said. I got to get him now.
Well, Mike City said Parker always riding the company's man unit. Stop being a man whore and these powerful white men. Damn, Parker.
Wait, hold on. Is it an Xbox? Phil Spencer? Wait. Oh, Mac? Huh?
Oh man.
What are you talking about?
Uh-oh.
Boy, you still buying $70 games? So you hold a lot of $80 games, but you buying $70 games?
Well, hold on, Parker. But wait a minute. He's buying $70 games, but you're for the $80 games, and you don't have a Switch. No, what are we doing here?
Okay, I'm gonna break it down to Rick now. See,
please,
now,
yeah, because we ain't done. But hold on. Oh yeah. I'm ready to go to war. Hey, 100%, 100%. And I tell you why. Here's why. You had the biggest mouth about 3 hours ago about the cost of Switch games when you ain't got no Switch. What's going on here?
Stop it. That's a lie.
Oh, it is?
I did buy. Hold on. Can I finish? Can I talk now? Listen, Rick.
Go ahead, nigga.
I did buy Breath of the Wild. The thing is, what I'm saying is, if they feel that their product is a premium product, right? And they believe their fans will buy this game, they want to price at $80. I ain't mad at for that because by numbers, you know, Nintendo has the highest attach rate. So I said it earlier, though, right? Their numbers prove that they fan, you know, loves their games. So if they want to make it $80, whatever, right? Same thing that people that buy 2K buy the $100 edition of 2K, and nobody complain about that doing, right? That's okay.
Okay, well, hold on a second. Hold on. You said you brought
Mario Kart.
Yeah, only Mario Kart World is $80 though.
Well, all right. So Parker, you said you brought Breath of the Wild. Did you beat it?
It doesn't matter if I beat it. I still purchased a Switch game. Oh man.
Hold on. I have 100 hours Breath of the Wild. What's up?
How many hours you got?
Oh my God!
Hey, let me ask Nico something right quick. Hey, Nico, when I left, what was Buck talking about?
He was talking about some manufacturing jobs, labor jobs or something. No. Labor jobs.
We're live.
Hold on. Now, Nico, listen, man. Even Iron Mike see the games, all the games that I seen him play, like Dragon Dogma 2. Come on now, so come on, Nico.
Well, hold on.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
You a Nintendo guy now, Parker?
Apparently not. He brought Breath of the Wild. He didn't finish it.
I'm not done yet, right?
All right, go ahead.
Hold on. What I'm saying is, I'm just pointing out the hypocrisy. These so-called guys that say, "Hey, gaming is an expensive hobby." Now, when the Switch all of a sudden make their device $450 or $500, it's a problem.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, I said the same thing, Parker.
Nico, you gotta read what Iron Mike said, man. Oh shit. Look what he said. He said, look at that. He said, yeah, Parker might be the real gaming hero. That nigga stream everything. Bro,
all those games I streamed, though. That's a fact, though.
Oh man, now hold on, Parker. Let's talk about that Breath of the Wild. So now, hold on a second. So you said you bought Breath of the Wild, but you have no Switch. I'm confused here.
No, I did have the Switch, though. That's what I'm saying.
So what you do with it?
But Switch had some things they had to figure out, though, right? And I told Levon this. Well, he's muted, whatever. Eat some graham crackers, some applesauce. I don't know, but whatever he's doing, I told him.
All right, I'm here.
Now, Levon, I told you what I wanted to see from the Switch 2. Obviously, put some money behind it. You know.
Yeah, you did.
More
and get bigger third-party games.
Parker.
And to my hold on, I ain't done yet, Rick. To my credit, for that Switch Direct, where it showed the Switch 2, you know what I'm saying, all the games and stuff like that. I gave that score a 9. So yes, I'm not a Switch hero or none of that stuff, right? You know. I mean, you would probably talk to Nico about that. He plays Switch way more than I do, but I'm not gonna criticize them for doing stuff like that, right? You know, Max City talk all this talk, but he had a problem buying a $70 game. Okay, extra $10. Okay, you come on, Mac. You buy Gucci all the time, right? And what about that blackface incident? You still going to the Gucci store, buying all that stuff, though, Mac. We see you on the camera, Mac.
Parker, why he gotta eat graham crackers and applesauce though? Why you gotta eat that though, brother?
No, listen, respectfully, Parker. Where's the Switch, nigga? Where's the Switch?
Yeah, do you own one?
I mean, back to it with Nintendo, baby. I said, hey, Nintendo, right? I told Nintendo, those guys there, I said, listen here, I'm gonna give you back this Switch. So I want you to make a better Switch, out of the Switch 2.
So where'd you return it to? Did you put it back to the store?
I mean, you know, I put it on a boat because you know it takes a while to hit the docks, right? And I told them that though, what I want from the Switch 2, and they listened to me, right? And here you look at the Switch 2.
All right.
They got ponies in the uproar. Other guys that probably was not gonna buy a Switch anyway got a whole opinion piece about it. And so yeah, that's what I did.
So you didn't figure that out when you first bought it? How long did you have it before you gave it up?
I mean, when I was making some content with Mario Kart on it though, you know, for my other followers on Kick, right? So I was doing that though, but they didn't have enough for me to Switch 1. What I wanted to do, but the Switch 2 looking a step in the right direction though.
All right, now
how long did you have it? A year, 2 years?
No, it wasn't no 2 years. No, I had bought one in 24 though, but it wasn't doing enough. The Switch 1 wasn't doing enough for me though, right? So I said, you know what?
How far are you? How far?
I mean,
hold on. We got a lot of. Hold on, brother. We got a lot of questions here. How far did you get in that Breath of the Wild before you know?
I mean, I gotta see. It might have had some file corruption though, so I gotta check.
That was the game of the year, man.
Yeah,
Yo,
heard Nintendo going file corruption. That is very rare,
bro.
That's very rare.
Oh man.
But the topic is not about Switch 1. It's about what I feel about the Switch 2. I don't got a problem with the price.
What game you want to switch to? What game you think that interests you? What game did you
I'm saying I like that exclusive, like the what you call it, right? Moonbug, one from Software, the one they showed. That's coming out next year.
Come on, bro. I get it.
Say what?
Besides that, what else did you like?
I mean, Metro looked decent, though. I mean, them bringing Elden Ring on there, right?
But you played it like twice, man. You played it like twice. What you talking about Elden Ring for?
I mean, you talk about games I like. The games that you like, I probably
you want to play the third time on the Switch?
I mean, how many ranking games you play? We don't judge before though, Nico.
You got it on PC though.
Pastor Joe!
We got a non-believer here, Pastor Joe. I gave that Switch Direct to a non-Pastor
Joe. Max City said Parker's a GD fraud.
Yeah. Max City downplaying the Switch 2 greatness.
Actually, I enjoyed that Switch 2 Direct. That's the only thing that really made it like a kind of away was the $8 for the games. But other than that, that Direct was good for me.
Yeah, man.
Only one game is 80s, only one game.
450 for a console, that's nothing. I mean, come on, man. It's 2025.
Max City, man. I know.
Ain't nobody. I don't think nobody having a problem with the product. It's just the pricing.
Even with the product being 80, like you said, man, there's still a line for American Gangster. That's Blue Magic, right? He stand by that product. You know what I'm saying?
I guess.
Yeah. An American Gangster. You're far from it, brother.
No, I'm talking about the product. You can't take that product and sell it at wholesale prices. No.
The good thing is that it's not all the games is 80. It's selective games.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see how it develop. But I am copying the Switch 2 for sure.
Yes.
And I already have a number of Nintendo the Switch games already. But I believe I'll take the Mario Kart.
Yeah.
And I'll also take I might cop Metroid, but let's see how it goes.
Yeah,
that Donkey Kong is fire too. That Donkey Kong you need to be
Donkey Kong.
Yeah. The program, Nico.
You feel like Mario Kart World is worth $80? You feel like it's worth $80?
No, the mere fact that they said that the amount of content that you are getting from it, um, that if it is you purchase Mario Kart, I'm sure that not only you but you and your family would have hours, months of gameplay worth in that. So
Decades.
it's not like a one and done,
Yes.
right? You big money, you would have Ramadan after Ramadan after Ramadan of play with that Mario Kart world.
And I'm also hearing it's a story mode too.
Hey,
Okay,
hey, Pastor Joe, did you ever play Breath of the Wild? Did you finish it?
Of course I did. The first one I did not finish Tears of the Kingdom because I was starting to fall out of love with the Switch. I was getting more into my Xbox.
Yeah.
But yeah, I finished Breath of the Wild years ago.
So
I was gonna-
basically, oh, go ahead, pal. I mean,
no, go. What you about to say, Big Man? You was about to say. So go ahead.
I was just going to say to Pastor. So basically, the more content they give you, the more you're. So if they said $90 and they say, hey, it's 200 hours worth of content, you feel like $90. So basically, what you're saying is they can put any price on any game as long as it's got hundreds of hours of content. That's
No,
what
but
you're saying.
obviously you would have a ceiling, Big Money. I mean, in this generation, we would have experienced games at 70. Nintendo raised it to 80, right? And their reasoning behind it is that the quality of the game, the amount of content you'll get, and the amount of playtime you'll get from the game. That is why they raised it. No, that's that's not really going to hold water for most people, but for persons who the quality of Nintendo games should give you enough confidence that if they say that this game has quality and content, the track record, Big Money. Nintendo track record.
But
Games that could play for years.
But I still don't think any game is worth $80, $90, because that's what I'm saying. When they tell you that, Pastor, that's what they're gonna tell you about the $90 game. Then they're gonna tell you that about the $100 game. And that's what we keep. If we keep falling for that, it'll never stop.
But let me say this, Big Money.
I don't care. I don't care if it's a Sony game, if it's a Microsoft game, or Nintendo game. I don't think it's any game out there that's worth $80.
Would you play GTA 6 if that comes out at 100? Let
me say this.
Good.
Big Money. Currently, there are games that are launching with premium editions that are $100. It have games that are launching with deluxe editions that are $80. So this generation, persons would have, for example, right now the PlayStation community is buying more premium editions of Forza.
Wait a minute, hold on, Pastor, come on. Let's keep it on let's not do that's for the other channel. Let's not do this. Let's not do the
I'm making a comparison. I'm just saying the PlayStation
I'm talking about the industry. No, you're bringing up PlayStation like you always do. We're not on the other channel. This channel. We don't have to do that. We don't have to do the PlayStation Xbox thing.
It's in my blood. It's in my blood. So I have to get it all.
I can't talk to somebody else. I can't do that because I you know what I'm saying. I'm trying to have a serious conversation with you.
Yeah,
and you trying to do the
I'm
not trying to. Yes, you are. I'm not. Well, we doing a show. I'm not trying to.
Well, I get what he's saying though, Big Money. Like a lot of the games be like costing extra for more content that used to be in the base game.
Yeah,
For example, Street Fighter 6.
We're talking about the base game.
The base game.
Out. Right. I'm not talking about the expansion packs. I'm talking about base game. No base game is worth $80, $90, $100. It's not. Even GTA 6 it's not worth it. It's not. Because like I said, if we keep saying that to ourselves, what they give us, it's not, and it's crazy how you didn't take your reason for you took the reason they gave you. That's that mind control shit. You said exactly what they said. You didn't give me how you felt about being worth $80. You said what they said. That's what we get into. All people. That's why I'm trying to. I'm not trying to do the console war. That's why I said Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo guys. Nobody's game base game is worth 80 because all they want to do is continue to raise that price. You understand?
Right,
So if you give me your reason why it's worth it, cool. But don't give me the reason they gave you. You give them the reason they gave you. You didn't give me your reason. You gave me their reason.
Here go an example. Street Fighter 6, right? It launched with like I think maybe like 15 characters or whatever, but they put more characters in for DLC, which is like Akuma, Cammy and shit. But that costs you, so it's 70 plus the extra characters. That make it like 100 plus more. But versus Mario Kart World, you get all the characters at 80. Yeah. So it's like you'll be paying the same thing if they took out some characters and made you pay for it as DLC. It's the same thing, really. Street Fighter 6. Akuma should be in the base game, bro. Akuma, Fei Long, the wrestling girl, you know what I'm saying? But they making you pay for that at a later date. But Nintendo just putting everything in one game, base game, for a higher price. That's how I look at it.
See, that was your reason. He gave me the reason of what they wanted. That was your reason.
But I would say this though, Nintendo, like whether we agree with it or not, the numbers say they put out the best quality by numbers and replayability. And you look at the Circana, formerly NPD, year in year out, you see those older Nintendo games still on that list, still being played and bought. See what I'm saying? So yeah.
Yeah, but they charging for that. They charging.
I mean, Parker. I'm sorry, Rick. Let me say this part. Parker, that has no reason to raise the price. Go ahead, Pat. I mean, Rick.
Yeah, they're charging for the C button and come on, man. When's it?
That's fucked up, bro.
Yeah, come on. I know. Listen, I know Levon and Nico are Nintendo dudes and the pastor, but come on, bro. Let's keep it a B.
I mean, Levon, how big of a Nintendo guy is Levon, right? Because I don't want to put a nigga, but you know, just to say, I mean, you know, I don't know, but Levon know what I'm getting at, but I don't want to really say it though.
Ricky, the thing they're training you to how the connect. I mean, how the controllers connect, all that. They're making you pay. They're teaching us how to play the game, how to use the console, and they're charging you for it.
That's bullshit.
But stop. Y'all can't tell me this shit is a bunch of bull. Listen, I was mad when Sony did this shit with the upgrade shit for $10. Now these motherfuckers are doing it for $20. Like, y'all, come on, stop. Y'all got to stop this, man. No base game is worth 80 to me. Now it might be to you, but to me, because I'm telling you, we just started on 70. This 70 ain't been around for no 5-10 years. 70 been around for what, like 2-3 years, Rick? Now we're going to 80. So you trying to tell me in 2 more years we're gonna charge 90? When are you guys gonna say, okay, yeah, this shit got to stop? When are y'all gonna say that?
Yeah,
that's all we saying.
Now,
when y'all gonna say that?
Now laughing
y'all flushing this $80 in like it's it's okay. No, it's not. No game. Sony, Microsoft, or Nintendo, no game, no base game is worth it. We have to vote with our wallets, man. We have
a lot of people
won't.
won't.
I'm almost done. I'm sorry. I'm almost done. I understand, y'all. I'm a Nintendo fan too, but I cannot sit there with the price. I can't sit there with that price. No, because you know what? They're going to go up in 2 or 3 more years, and then it's going to be 90. And then I'm going to have Pastor coming here. Well, big money, you see, it's so much content. They told me it's so much content. No.
Oh, man. Hold on. Before that, Laughing Insecure says, I think the console is cool. It's worth it. But the price of the games, for Noah, you can look at it that way. It's the base game. And he said there's still no going to be add-ons down the line. Maybe, So if it is 90 or 80 and they have add-ons and you still got to play, you're in for over $100. He said the tech demo game should be free.
Free. That should be free.
Like I said, man, you gotta embrace the change, big money, because it's gonna happen with you or without you.
Oh, well, it's gonna have to happen without me this time, brother.
What if GTA 6 gonna be $100? Y'all, would y'all still buy it? GTA 6
I know these members gonna buy GTA 6 was $100. I know Ricky will.
Y'all gonna buy it?
GTA 6?
Yeah,
it's $100. You gonna buy it
if it's 100. I'm not gonna buy it.
I know Ricky Brown will buy that. In $100 state.
Oh no.
Don't get me wrong, Big Money. I agree with you. I understand where you're coming from when it comes to games. I mean, you don't want to set a precedent when it comes to raising the price of games. But I mean, the just like how some persons will put value on what they like, someone may not purchase a very expensive brand because they don't see the point of buying that, but there are persons who will do it. So if it is you seeing that you're here,
So Pastor, if it goes up to 600, would you buy it still? Would you still buy it if it jumped to like 650?
Was that for the game?
Yeah, if the console jumped to 650 and the games went to 100, would you still get it?
No. I have a threshold. I don't mind. I have a threshold of $500. So come with me. If that Switch 2 is anything under 500, I'm buying it day one. I have that money. That's no problem. In addition to that, I am copying at least 2 or 3 games because I have owned every Nintendo console since inception, except the Virtual Boy. Right, so I have no problem with that. I just collect these consoles. Follow?
Yeah.
We are hey, listen. I'm shocked that the pastor is capping for this.
He like games, man. He like games.
I'm shocked.
Oh, Greg, wait a minute.
Well, because hold on, listen, hold on a second. Hold on, whoa. Hold on. Let me go.
Evidence against Ricky Brown.
Well, let me go. Hold on. Let me get the pastor first. Pastor, if that was PlayStation, you would have 12 videos. Bro, they'll be all these ponies. You would be all over these ponies. They are sick. Like, you would be killing. I'm just saying, bro. Yes. That's all I'm saying. Like, bro, if they did that, and if Sony charged you to use a button, I honestly think you would pass out. I think you would pass out.
That's the C button. The C button you're referring to.
Yeah.
All right, so go ahead, Parker. How you have this evidence?
Got the games, though.
Now, here's the thing. Nico, check this out, right, Nico? You got Ricky Brown, Mr. $100 steaks buying grilling.
$70.
Mr. buying over $70 cheesecake from the Cheesecake Factory. Come on, Rick, sit your ass down somewhere, boy. I want to hear anybody talk about be mad about an $80 game.
Well, hold on. First of all, it's not a matter if you have the big money's got the money to buy it. But it's about, hey, listen, is it worth? There's other things to buy. Buying a $10,000 PC was an investment for the channel. Was an investment for my game. I had to go to PC. When I buy a $75 steak, it's better than a $10 steak.
What about the $70 cheesecake?
Well, it's better than a $17 cheesecake. What's that, Pastor Joe?
I think we know Nintendo as being the most affordable console on the market.
Yeah, but that's console, but their goddamn games cost more than the games that cost. Yeah, but hold on a second, Pastor. Look, and I gotta say this, and I never really come out at Nintendo. I usually support Nintendo and say, hey, look, they're winning the war, not PlayStation. I always said that. Everybody's like, yo, y'all saying PlayStation winning? They sold 150 million consoles. They ain't beating that. But let's call it, bro. You look at those games. Look at Last of Us. Look at God of War. Look at Spider-Man. Yeah. Look at those games. They cost 200 million, 150 million. Yeah. Those Nintendo games, I don't know if they cost more than 20 million. Like, come on, man.
Mario Kart World, I can almost guarantee Mario Kart World they didn't make that game more than $30 million, bro.
Like, bro, come on, man. They're using assets from an Apple II GS. Like, come on. Let's be fair here. They sold y'all cardboard, you lapped it up. It's like what there has to be, bro. Here's the thing, man. You guys talk about how the PlayStation 5 was scalped and it's sitting in warehouses. This shit's gonna be scalped in warehouses too. Because I'm trying to tell you, bro. Hey, listen, you got to see more. You ain't getting me with no launch or no $80 Mario Kart. Bro, you don't have no new Zelda to launch with it. You know,
Ricky,
like, come on, man. You want me to buy this?
how many games? How many games are 80?
One or two, right? One or two.
I think two of them. Two of them.
Yeah,
What's
one
the
or
second
two.
one? What's the second one that is 80?
Hold on.
I
I'll put up the price now. I'll put up.
The remaster.
There's only one game.
I think Levon will know.
Yeah, the remaster for Tears of the Kingdom are 80.
You're right, the Zelda game. I think the Zelda game 80. Yeah.
Like
So-
Kirby.
No,
But they got
this-
the content, though.
Yeah, Kirby is
No,
80.
Zelda is
Mario Kart World is 80. And if you want to get the Tears of the Kingdom, it's 80. And
Yeah.
Breath of the
no,
Wild,
Kingdom can be 80.
No,
It
it's
is.
a $10 upgrade.
it's a $10 upgrade if you already have the regular Switch.
Version.
So in a sense, you still paid 80 because remember, Tears of the Kingdom was $70. Nintendo don't never have no sales, so that's 80 bucks. So their games are $80.
It's the retailers, price drop. Done.
Let me check and see.
So Super Mario Party Jamboree Nintendo Switch 2 edition is $79.99. Nintendo justification.
Is 80?
Yeah. For the Jamboree, the Jamboree. Bro, listen, Pastor. Hold on. Pastor is about.
Let me check.
Yeah, because you're about to buy it.
You don't believe him?
Yeah, I know, right?
Let me.
We got why Rick might be on some balls.
Nah, bro. It's $80. Y'all tripping, bro.
Yeah, y'all tripping, man. I can't do it.
I can do
You
it.
skipping Nintendo for another generation, Big Man?
No, I still got my old Switch.
No, I'm talking about for the Switch too. I'm talking about for the
Yeah,
next
I'm not.
gen. Yeah, okay.
I'm not skipping that at all,
Okay,
man.
okay.
I'm running head first into it, man.
Man. Now listen, now Gaming Hero. Hey, come on, bro. You killed Sony for not having games. Finally, you finally smartened up. So now, do you really think that Tears of the Kingdom is worth $80 on the Switch too? Like, come on, bro.
If it's worth 70, what's $10 more, man? That's all.
Oh my God!
Right now, big money. Right now, Tears of the Kingdom is $59.84.
Bro, my man, listen, my man Laughing as a Cure said it's not worth it. Mario Kart World for $80. F that. Listen, I'm excited for the Switch too.
Tears of the Kingdom right now is 50.
No, it's not. It's $80. Pastor, hold on. Tears of the Kingdom was $70 on the Switch 1, but if you want to upgrade it to the Switch 2 version, you pay $10 if you already own it. But if you want the game just to buy Tears of the Kingdom Switch 2 is $80. That's a fact.
Come on.
No, but if it is you purchase a Tears of the Kingdom, say for instance you are new to Nintendo. If it is you go to on Amazon right now, you are seeing Tears of the Kingdom for $54.
Yeah, but you probably got. Hold on a second. Whoa.
For the price drop.
Yeah, well, first of all, that's not Nintendo or GameStop, so that's Amazon, who actually doesn't adhere to FTC regulations with prices. That's why the retail is in the garbage that it's in now, where everybody else, GameStop, Best Buy, is selling that game for $69.99, and Amazon can go and sell it for $50. That's bullshit. That's why the malls are failing. That's why retail stores are closing down. That's why people steal every damn thing, because that's a bunch of horseshit. It is. That's the same. Hold on. That's the same shit that put Toys R Us out of business. That's why we don't have malls. That's why the goddamn movie theater is about to go out of business, because you guys are letting that corporation run roughshod over everybody. That's bullshit.
Yeah.
How you gonna let them sell a game for $50 and everybody else got it for $70? Bro, what the hell is the FTC doing? That's stupid. You guys are worried about Microsoft buying ABK when you got these guys selling shit for half price. Yo, that is stupid.
I got nothing to say on this.
No, that's bullshit, and you know it is. That's bull. Bro, that is illegal. You should not be able to do that. How the hell does Target, Walmart, mom and pop stay in business if you're cutting them off at the legs? Because you can take the loss. That's crazy, bro.
Let me see how
Damn!
much Walmart have Tears of the Kingdom.
I hope he adds another 400% on tariffs tonight. That's ridiculous.
We're talking about the Switch 2 version, brother. The Switch 2 version.
It doesn't matter. The regular version is $69.99. It's $69. Hell, it costs $69.99 used at GameStop. They don't never drop the price of that damn game. And somebody, he's got it on. He pulled it up. But now hold on a second, because the pastor. I'm not saying he's lying, but hell, his country can't afford $70 games. So for some reason, maybe they just said, "Let's get."
Let me see this.
That's bull.
Coming soon, $49.99. Wow. Games.
Okay, so
Now, hold on. I did hear one of them white guys on one of those podcasts. They did say something about that. Some games will be $80 in some regions and some other non-regions. I did look. I don't know how true it is. Look, I was half asleep when I heard them say that, but I heard them talking about it.
Where did you find this?
This was a fat ass boomstick, and his buddies were talking about it.
No, Ricky, you're wrong, Ricky. On GameStop, Tears of the Kingdom is $59.99.
It has to be bullshit. It has to be used. It must be used. It has to be used.
No. Look at it. Look at it. Brand new is $59.99. Used is $56.99.
Oh, you sound like GameStop.
Yeah.
See, I got $56.84, the U.S. version on Amazon. List price. Hold on. List price. Oh, wait. Hold on a second. Hold on. Abracadabra. Yeah. So it's saying here, $69.99 is the list price. What it is. But, you know, they're cutting the price of it. I can't believe it. I can't believe. That's the guy that but you know it and I know it. Hold on. You know it and I know it. Under normal circumstances, that game is staying $69 at GameStop. You know it and I know it.
We are not living in a normal world. We are not living in a normal world, Ricky.
But hold on. Now, you got to make sure it's a cartridge, because I see a CD-ROM for it, which is $50.59. It's all over the place.
Oh, Tears of the Kingdom at GameStop is $70.
All you need to do is buy an old Tears of the Kingdom for the Switch, upgrade it, download the software for $10, and you have Tears of the Kingdom 2 on Switch 2 for $60.
Oh, yeah,
or for
GameStop do got
$70.
it.
And it's free if you got Nintendo Online, which you should have. I mean, you know, you gonna play all the games.
But hold on a second before you guys go around and try to take a victory lap. Hold on, especially you. You do realize that game is 2 years old. That's what I'm saying. So for a game to be 2 years, hold on. What is the price drop on most games that are 2 years old?
What that like $40?
Exactly, and that thing barely.
Quality, man. That's what we say.
Come on, man.
All right. My stomach hurts. It's time to end the show. I gotta go. All right, I gotta go.
You gotta be real, man. Breath of the Wild was an amazing game. Come on, bro.
Well, okay. Breath of the Wild was an amazing game, but it was not. Breath of the Wild is better than Tears of the Kingdom. We're talking Tears of the Kingdom. Tears of the Kingdom wasn't better than Breath of the Wild.
That's a sequel. I mean, you know.
I don't care. It wasn't better.
I disagree. Big money.
Big money.
I mean, Ricky. I disagree.
You mean Ricky?
Ricky, I disagree.
Well, hold on, Pastor. Well, hold on a second. Did you finish Tears of the Kingdom, Pastor?
I did not finish Tears of the Kingdom.
Okay, so the Rick says, put a little more time in. Hold on. Okay, I'm trying to tell you, Pastor. If you play Tears of the Kingdom, I'm not saying it's a bad game. Listen, the only Nintendo game I ever reviewed on this station are the Zelda games. That's it. Those are my favorite ones.
Tell me what makes Breath of the Wild better than Tears of the Kingdom. Let me do that.
Gameplay. Hold on. Gameplay. Yeah. The gameplay is way better. The fact when you get the shooting stars that you get to upgrade your uniform. The way you do that there, because you're overpowered.
What game you said better than Breath of the Wild? What game you said?
No, I'm saying Breath of the Wild is better than Tears of the Kingdom, is what I was saying.
Okay.
Yeah, come on, Nico. You played them both. What do you think? Come on now.
Tears of the Kingdom is like just more of the first one.
Pretty much, yeah.
Tears of the Kingdom, you seamlessly leaving one level, going to another level. That is unheard of. Seamlessly, no load screens. Right?
Oh, Pastor.
Moving.
So wait a minute, Pastor.
These mechanics.
Pastor. Come on now.
All these physics. Come on. You guys got to admit that, man.
Listen, I'm not gonna sit here like this is like a useless argument because I don't have anything bad to say about the game.
Right.
So I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna force myself to say something bad. All I'm just gonna say is as the objective one would say, in my opinion, you know what I'm saying? I think Breath of the Wild is the better. I think Breath of the Wild was the best game ever released on the Switch that I played because I didn't play all of them. You know, just to get that out. I don't play every Nintendo game. I ain't playing a Mario of a damn thing. I ain't never played no Mario game. I played the Mario Party games, but then the kids started fighting each other. I played a little bit of Mario Kart, which is fun once you learn how to like drift and stuff. But then again, it's like, bro, I can play Forza Horizon. What are we doing here? So, you know, it's just, you know, whatever.
The story was way better than the second one. The story.
Breath of the Wild was better when you could take out the freaking the what's the name, Divine Beast, because if you really OP'd, you can go and fight the last boss right away if you want to. Just go up to that damn mountain. Yeah, but you could take out each Divine Beast and you get their powers, and bro, it's that's easy work over there, like a flamethrower through hot butter once you get that stuff. But that's all I was saying, bro. Listen, man. Look, and using the amiibos and stuff. Like they had a few new amiibos come out for Tears of the Kingdom. Those are cool too. Like if you're low on food and stuff, you put them on a controller, boom, and you get that stuff. Listen, Nintendo was very innovative when it comes to stuff like that. I ain't gonna hold you. You guys know I love RPGs. I love Breath of the Wild. I love Tears of the Kingdom. But goddamn, it's not worth $80. I mean, come on, bro. Even Mass Effect's not $80. To me, that's
I could agree it's a hard sell. I could agree it's a hard sell.
Bro, it's fucking awful. It's so bad. You just can't do that. And my problem with it is that people like you and Nico and stuff like this, you guys buy it, they're just gonna keep raising the damn price. They're gonna say, "Look at this, bro. We need to stick these. Like, if you guys could just hold on yourself." Let these scalpers get stuck with these systems for about 6 months and let them eat. Just let them rot, bro. I know you're not gonna listen to me because everybody. I know you're not gonna listen to me.
Mr. $100 steak eating motherfucker.
You want to do, Ricky? I will buy the Switch too, but I won't buy any games.
Yeah, I did that too.
Okay. Well, hold on. But guess what? But listen, I hate to say it with these frauds, they're kind of right because that's what we're upset with. We're not complaining about the cost of the console. We're complaining about the cost of the game. So if you get it, you don't buy the games. You kind of tell them like, "Hey, look, we're tired of this shit."
Yeah, bring down the price. Yeah, lower the price. Yeah,
That's basically a middle ground right there.
Yeah,
but not to buy the games.
Yeah, Ricky, let me tell you Pastor gonna look at those games like a T-bone skate. They ain't gonna do that for long, trust me. You cannot have I don't care which system it is. You cannot have no system and just be looking at it every day without no game.
What are you talking about? You didn't buy the Xbox One X? You didn't buy the Series X? What the hell are you talking about? We just lived this 4 years ago with the Xbox shit that launched. We didn't have nothing. We had freaking Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Oh my God. Oh, the days I had to listen to Post Up Cap like we really had games. We kept saying, they're coming. Hold on. They're coming. Hold on, Z, they're coming. They're Microsoft finna cook. They're finna cook. Man, we had to keep hearing that shit for 2 years. 2 years. And now finally, we see the flowers are blooming over there in Game Pass. Shout out to Microsoft, but shout out to Post Up who made chicken salad out of chicken shit.
I ain't gonna say they blooming now. I ain't gonna say that.
Anybody play South of Midnight?
Okay, hold on. Okay, Big Money. What's PlayStation blooming right now? Can I see him?
Baby, I can go back and play. It don't matter. I can play.
Oh, so now it doesn't matter.
We got Marathon about to come out. Listen, we got Marathon about to come out.
Oh, Dead on Arrival. Whoa.
We got Lost of Soul about to come out. Let me tell you, South of Midnight just came out. And ain't nobody talking about, because don't nobody want to talk about how bad it is. It's like a 76 Metacritic. Bruh, it ain't blooming over there now. That's what I'm saying. They putting games out, but it ain't showing
really?
blooming.
Really? Hey.
Hold on. Has anybody in here started South of Midnight?
No.
Because there are too
I'm,
many games.
but hold on. But whoa. First of all, I only play 2 games at a time. I play 2K and Avowed.
Get out of
That's
here.
it. I can't.
Get out of here,
Hey,
bro. Y'all need to
I'm
stop
sorry, you
this.
guys that don't have nothing else to do. And I ain't done. No, I'm not downloading shit.
Get out of here.
For what? To take up my driver space in my PC? Get the hell out of here.
Yeah, I know, because it's garbage. Why would you let garbage like that crowd up your space? No.
Listen.
Hey, Pastor, have you started South of Midnight?
No, I'm playing Avowed right now.
Yeah, me too.
And I don't play.
I'm playing Avowed. Bro, Avowed is a RPG.
Hey, Big Money, that stuff for Midnight gameplay is trash, brother.
I know it is. I know it is. I know. That's why ain't nobody playing it, because everybody knew it's trash. But this is a brand new game.
Right now we have Titanfall, we have Avowed, we have South of Midnight. All of these games are coming. There's a lot of games.
That's a multiplayer. Everybody has it.
Yeah, everybody can stop that.
Yeah, but it's chalk and cheese. I mean, Game Pass. Come on, man.
Okay, people. Yeah, I gotta stop acting like people don't care about paying for games if they want it.
Well, this is what I'm saying. Based on the industry said each gamer does pay for at least 3 to 4 games a year. But with Game Pass customers, we don't have to subject ourselves to only 4 games. We could be eating more than 8 games for the year.
No, Levon!
Game Pass don't get big third-party games, brother. They don't.
Max City, thank you for the $2. Beat South of Midnight Sunday morning. Wrong.
But Levon mics keep going out. He said, Levon, your mic keeps going in and out for real. He said, beat South of Midnight Sunday morning. Wrong again. Here's what I would say. I want to know this before we go because it's late. I should have been in bed. How much longer do you think? Hold on. How much longer do you think Marathon is going to last in Concord?
It might last longer.
Hold on. You want to bet on it, Ricky? You want to bet on it?
I don't see the correlation now.
No, Ricky, take into consideration right now, Marathon has the power of the Xbox Army. So it will last a little longer.
Oh, get out of here.
Sony did the righteous thing.
Anybody want to bet on it? Anybody want to bet on it?
First of all, when's the release date at? What date? I would need to know when it's going to release.
We don't know when it's going to release. We just know Saturday gameplay. It's talk about it's going to be like one of those stealth releases. We don't know, but we just know that the gameplay is Saturday.
Okay. I'll talk about it on Saturday after I see that gameplay.
Okay. Yeah, you better.
But hold on. But as you know, Big Money, nobody is leaving their live service games to go play another live service game right now. It's not gonna happen. There ain't enough room, and there ain't enough room. Wait, hold on a second. Whoa, Dwight. You were the guy that said you was gonna play Concord, and that shit went the way to Dodo Bird.
No, I didn't. I said Marvel Rivals. I did. What? I still do. That was Parker talking about Concord.
No, we heard you, Nico.
Yes, you did, Nico.
Parker, but then you know what I'm saying?
No, but then Larry Buzz convinced you not to get it.
Oh man,
I got on Marvel Rivals. It was more fun.
Man, you was playing Black Myth, nigga, before Marvel Rivals.
Oh shit!
What are you talking about? Yeah, nigga.
Well, look, I did play Helldivers 2. I got the platinum. I got over 120 hours. So I do like shooting games, but not the regular PvP. So if the Bungie game is like PvE or extraction type or doing raids, I will be playing
It is an extraction game though, so it's an extraction game. So
I do like those, you know. So I'm gonna give it a shot. It was fun.
They gonna beat your ass.
All right. Well, listen, I want to thank everybody that came through on the panel. Everybody that showed up, appreciate Big Money coming through. Levon, Manhattan, the objective one, the gaming hero. Even Vaughn came through and throw jabs. Even the pastor capped a little bit, and I never seen him cap before, but that was something interesting. Shout out to Max City for his donations. We need him. Shout out Iron Mike, Brother Raleigh, Ty, that woman was here. Onyx, laughing is the cure. I didn't see Rarity else. I wonder if he's all right. He's usually here first. If I didn't get you, that's because it's 10:13. I should have been in bed an hour and a half ago. So, hey, I want to thank all of y'all.
Hey, Nico ain't playing Marathon. That shit a PvP. He trash against competitive shooters. He ain't playing that. It's PvP. What you talking about? We see it is.
What you mean? I thought it was distraction.
It is
Yes,
Yes, it's
Yeah,
no
what
PvP.
does that mean?
Player versus player. Player versus player. Player
You have to extract.
Destiny is a PvE game, except for if you're doing a Crucible where you do PvP in Destiny. That's where you got the best weapons.
So it's like phone, and we gotta extract some, extract what?
I don't. I think honestly, they never went away from games like Halo. Like Halo, Destiny had like Halo type stuff in it. I just don't see them making anything else. I mean, I would think I'm going to it thinking that it plays like Halo.
I'm gonna see the game.
I think this one is 3-on-3 instead of 4. I think it's
3-on-3. I ain't no 3-on-3.
Well, I don't know.
Well, that's cool because the fire team was 3, but the Destiny fire team was only 3, right?
It is 3v3. Yeah, it is
3v3.
Parker, so now what, Parker?
Oh man.
Hold on. No.
Check this out, right?
It's 3-on-3, Parker.
You mean 3 versus 3? What about like a why?
That's what I said. Oh my god, I don't know why.
Oh man. Well, I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna get up with y'all. We'll try to do something for Saturday. We'll see what's gonna happen with this reveal. What time is the reveal?
I think it's supposed to be 1 o'clock.
Fuck, I think the Braves lost again.
Don't fret. Don't
I hope the gameplay loop is fun.
Yeah. So what we do is, Levon, if anybody, Parker, whoever, find out what time it is, we'll do a show around that time, or we'll just just get in. Just want to see the gameplay of it. Yeah. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. I mean, marathon's got to be a big game. They got to deliver. I don't think. Bungie's got to. Bungie's got.
They like Destiny,
bro,
so.
I have, bro. Remember though, this pastor. The pressure is on James Gunn and Bungie. They have to produce, or said companies and people will fall. They have to produce.
Breaking news! Sony to raise prices for PlayStation Plus subscription across all tiers. Effective the 16th of April 2025.
Yeah, but how much?
In 15 countries. Let me say, I'm going to post it. No, I'm going to. Breaking news. Let me bring this. Ricky, look at this. Ricky, I put it in plan B, general.
Okay, let's see.
Breaking news. Big money.
All you got to do is go to PlayStation Plus and see what their numbers say, and it's still $17.99.
No, they said on April the 16th, big money.
Yeah, April 16th. Yeah, April 16th.
Okay, it's not USA though. It's not USA though, is it? No, it's
Argentina, Bolivia, Chile. Oh my God, they got all my cousins in Latin America. Jesus Christ, that's who they're attacking.
It ain't us though. At least not us. Though.
Oh man, yeah, Latin America's getting smoked, bro. Oh man,
we've been known that these people raise prices in other. Pastor had that 2 weeks ago on his. Did nobody go for it then?
I'm gonna do it again, big money. My next video tomorrow.
That's what your thing. Spread misinformation. That's cool. I ain't worried about it. I know that's your thing.
Well, folks, you heard it here first. You heard it here first.
Stay tuned for the bad PlayStation news next time.
Oh man. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good night, man. I'm tired. Jesus.
Yeah, man. Take it easy.
All right. Thank you.